Hello everybody, welcome to TheMajestic Presents Dungeons & Dragons, where a bunch of random strangers who met through Reddit become the bestest of friends while playing Dungeons & Dragons live for you guys on Twitch every Monday night at 6 p.m. Central Time. I am TheMajestic, creator of this channel, TheMajestic, or www.twitch.tv/TheMajesticGamin, Gamin, no G, as well as the YouTube channel TheMajestic, which you can find a link down below, or you can find by searching TheMajestic on YouTube, all one word, as the very first result. Let's go around and have everybody say a little bit about themselves once again, your name, your age, who you're playing, and anything else that you would like to add. And let's go ahead and start with Rachel. Say hello, Rachel.
Hello, my name's Rachel. I'm 21. I'm playing Mira Helder, and she's an half-elf rogue.
Nice. And Rachel just turned 21 as well this week, so let's all wish her a happy birthday. Yay!
Woo! Which means she's probably drunk right now.
Yeah.
No, but I do have a drink, so.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I feel left out now. I will probably later. We'll see how this stream goes. If it starts going downhill, I won't give a crap anymore. Being the DM, and I'll be like, I'll drink. But let's go ahead and move it on over to Justin. Say a few words.
Hi, I'm Justin. I noticed that your thing is keying out my green screen, so I'm apparently a barrel today. But also, I am Zero Score on Twitter, YouTube, and again now Twitch, because they've had their video producer thing, so I'm trying that out too. I am playing the Fire Genasi Warlock, forgot my class for a second, named Zash Efreet.
Yes. Very, very nice.
I guess that's it.
Okay. And Brandon, do you want to say a few words as well?
I guess. My name's Brandon, 24. I am playing Jax, the Black Dragonborn Paladin. About it, I guess.
Very nice. And we have Ian, who will be joining us hopefully next week if we are lucky enough to have him. But unfortunately, he could not make it again today. But we are just going to continue on in the story anyway, because where we left off in the last episode, it was in fact Myra and Jax who had teamed up a while ago, and Jax helped Myra get through Warkey and some of the more dangerous places of the entire world of Valkyrie, which they live in. They've been searching a while and looking around a couple of places where they finally settled down in Silent Drew, where Mira and Jax got a poster which led them to, of course, Zash, who told them about a job that he's been doing, running a couple of, we'll say, errands for a more unknown gentleman, just by the name of P. Flynn, if I'm not mistaken. Where they would bring a couple of items from one town to another and repeat the process over and over again. Last we left off, they had just left Silent Drew and headed out into the woods that surround it, moving southwest-ish to Rumrunner Reef, where they are to get their next shipment of cargo. So you guys are walking along throughout the forests, and the area surrounding Rumrunner Reef, which stands between the two mountains and stands in the shadow of them. As you first start to walk, it's more of a open plain area with a few like maple-looking trees scattered all about. But then as you get further and further along, the trees become more dense, more closely compacted, and before you know it, you guys are walking through the woods. I will leave it up to you guys. All right.
How long have we been traveling so far?
You guys have been traveling for about a half a day now. Zash knows most about this trail, and he knows that it will take you guys about a good 2.5 days to make the trip to Rumrunner Reef. But where you guys are so far, everything seems relatively normal, and you guys have been making a little bit of small talk here and there. Nothing too extreme. In fact, a lot of you have been a bit more closed off for the majority of the trip, and any talk was very, very small. How's the weather? Oh yeah, I see that too. It's pretty nice. Okay.
Nothing about how I cut the guy in half. Just ignoring that.
If you wanted to bring that up, do you want to bring that up to them? Do you want to talk about it and vent a little? No. That is another good point that happened in the last one. That Jax, who is our paladin and a knight of good, as you would say, cut a bandit in half, like right down the middle. And got the first player kill, actually. Not player kill, but you know what I mean. A player who killed a person. Yeah.
Right.
I'm just on the trail. Like I
You're
can't.
on the trail.
Piqued our interest.
I've done this before. I don't care. I'm going.
You're keeping your head down and just paying attention. Do us a favor. Go ahead and make. This is a good time to, have this up and about. Go ahead and make a survival check for us, Jax. Or no, sorry, Zash.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm
forgot
gonna probably do that
I
a
need
lot
dice.
with you, Justin, because Brandon's character is Jax and your character is Zash, but I'm gonna end up thinking Jax and Justin because they're J's. Sorry, so I'm gonna try my best to call you by your correct character name.
That's cool.
What was your roll?
That is 19.
19. Okay. Yeah, you're keeping your head down. You know exactly where you're going. Every single tree that you see, you basically remember from your trips in the past. You're like, I know where I'm going. I know that tree. I know that rock. And you just keep on the track. As Mira and Jax are following behind you,
I left occasional scorch marks along the safest paths, so I know exactly where to go.
Beautiful. Genius. Yes. You find a scorch mark and look up ahead in the distance, and you can see your next one and continue to follow that along. And yeah, Mira and Jax, you guys are just following along?
Yes.
Can I keep just like a general lookout, just to, because I'm pretty cautious.
Okay, go
So
ahead
just
and
keep a general lookout.
make a perception check for us.
14.
14. While you're looking out, you see a couple of animals here and there. You see actually a wolf off in the distance as it just quickly runs by, and it startles you for about a second, but then you realized it got scared by your guys' presence. It was vastly outnumbered, and it ran off in a bit of an opposite direction, and you just continue on, and you don't see anything that really stands out too much.
Okay.
You guys walk
Continue
for
on?
Yeah, you guys walk for about a couple more hours, and as you guys continue your travels, very quiet travels, I might add, the sun begins to set, and the woods, which were often covered by the shade of many of the trees around you, now become very, very, very much more dark and just rowdy, even. It's surprising, but you hear the crickets start to chirp up. You hear frogs start in the distance, and you hear a couple more wolves actually howling off in the distance.
I snap my fingers and my head lights up to guide the way.
Nice. You're as you guys watch Mira and Jax, you're just paying attention, a little bit startled by some of the sounds here and there. Again, nothing extreme. You're not getting scared or anything like that, but just Mira especially keeping an eye out on everything. You're very perceptive right now, and all of a sudden, Jax, Jesus, I'm gonna do that a lot. Zash snaps his fingers, and his head, and just the palm of his hand lights up, glowing a radius about 20 feet in front of you guys with a good bit of at least dim lighting.
You're welcome.
Well, I mean, for our dragonborn friend, that is most welcome, but For me, I was okay.
What? How many drinks have you had?
I have dark vision.
Yeah, she's not wrong.
I was fine.
It's really just
I have dark vision. I'm fine.
Yeah, it is.
Which I could have known in the player arena. Jeez, I didn't even think about that. But I know what to do.
Sorry for trying to help.
No, it works. I just had no reason to thank you.
I'll thank you. Thanks.
Oh, I like this player dynamic. Jeez, that was snippy, Mira.
Well,
Well,
I didn't know what to say to her. Just mean.
yeah, I know.
I was supposed to be an evil character.
Yeah. There's Zash is
I don't
on
know.
fire, all pouty now.
she's still wary. She still remembers you tried to threaten to burn down that lady's inn, so she's kind of wary of you. She doesn't know what to think.
That's true. All right, we're not gonna get into the dynamics though, just in case metagaming and stuff like that. But I love it. So as you guys continue on, you can tell it's about 9-10 o'clock at night now.
Should we set up camp?
I'll get the fire.
That would probably be best.
All right. Zash starts up the fire. Does anyone set up any bedrolls or anything like that?
Sure.
All right.
I don't have any.
Are we just doing this like in the middle of this trail, or?
It's up to you guys. Let me know what you guys think.
I mean, I feel like we should look for a spot off the trail.
Yeah, off to the side.
Okay. Go ahead and whoever wants to look for a bit of a better spot, go ahead and roll perception. Or
Okay.
actually, we'll do survival again.
Okay.
Go
I'll
ahead and roll a
attempt
survival check for me.
it. Nice. 18.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You immediately after saying that, you turn, look around a bit, and you see a little bit of a clearing off to your right-hand side. Off to your left, there's a little bit of a stream going by. So you know most creatures will probably be drawn over there for the running water, and you guys can, hide a little bit of a distance away at least from something that might distract some. And you guys begin to set up camp in this, again, cleared area where you see the moonlight shining through, and you can look up and see all the stars on a crisp, clear night. The moon itself looks rather full, and there are a couple of rocks around you guys, but nothing no boulders or anything like that, just some elevated rock areas. And again, a big open plain in the center, where Zash then begins a small fire in the middle of, and you guys begin to set up your bedrolls around the outside in a circular formation. And with another snap of the fingers, the fire is lit by Zash.
Thanks, Ash.
Never gets old.
Thank you.
I want what's everyone's passive perception?
11.
Mine, 11.
There it is. 10.
Nice.
Wow. I don't know why that was so hard to find.
Yeah, it was pretty horribly kept secret. So as you guys are doing that, you guys off in the distance just hear a which sounded a lot closer than any of the other howls that you've heard throughout the evening.
Is there any way to hear how close?
Let's do. Boy, there's gonna be probably a lot of survival. Go ahead and roll another survival for me.
Okay.
All out here, that's gonna be quite a bit.
Not as good. That's a 10.
That's a 10. You just know that's closer. Like I said,
Okay.
that it might be moving closer to you, or it might just be moving in sort of like a parallel thing, and you guys stop, so now it caught up and it's continuing its path. You don't know, but or you don't know the distance either. You just know that's a
Okay.
good bit closer.
Anyway, any other ideas? I mean, can anyone else do a survival check or anything?
You
mean,
guys
I
have
could-
lots of options. Someone could stealth around looking for something. Someone could
I'm not stealthy.
just take a perception and see if they see anything.
My head's on fire, so.
It's your guys' choice. It's D&D. It's open world. I'm letting you guys do whatever it is that you wish.
I mean, if we want to make like a little like noise trap, I have some string and a bell, but that would only go so far.
Do we want to draw them into us, or are we trying to...
Well, I mean, if something comes into the area, we'll be able to hear it if the bell rings.
They'll be
is if they
afraid of the
trip
fire,
it.
won't they?
Do these sound
Maybe
like
we
big
are.
wolves, or are they...
We are kind of close to water too, so they might just be coming for the water.
That's true. Do we know... Could I hear what side of the path they were on at all, or like the general direction?
You could not. But like, you know that it's to the opposite side of the path that you guys came from. So it's like
Okay.
further off into the woods, I should say. Like you know
Okay.
that. You know the general. I knew that something like
What was
that was
that?
gonna happen. There's something here, guys. Okay. You know something along that sort, but again, it's more of a out of the 360 degrees possible, you have it like angled down to a 90-degree thing where it's like west-ish.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Does anybody want me to go around and take a look?
Actually, in this case, just saying it would be, you guys are traveling that way, it would be north
Okay.
of you guys.
Yeah, Mira, if you want to stealth around and see if they're close.
All right.
You sure you're okay with leaving me alone with the kid?
No, but I make the least amount of noise, so that'd probably be the best option.
Go ahead.
So going around what would I do?
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
It's an 11.
Okay. Where do you go? What do you do?
I guess I kind of go towards the direction that we heard it, because we narrowed it down to a 90-degree angle going north.
90-degree anal.
Oh, I'm
Sorry.
sorry, Rachel.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
good. That was my bad. My words got caught in my throat. That was on me.
So, you start heading off in that direction. You know, quickly running up to a tree and staying there for a second, peeking around the corner, looking. Run up to the next tree, like sort of something like you'd imagine from a bad spy movie or something like that. But do us
Yes.
a favor. Go ahead and roll a perception check for us.
That's a 12.
Okay. You look around.
And while I'm kind of stealthing around, can I have my dagger in my hand just in case? Because I'm attempting to see if I can
Okay.
find wolves.
Okay. Yeah, you have your dagger in your hand then. You're taking a look out. You don't really see anything. Again, you hear the crickets rustling, you hear frogs, all the nature sounds of night, and the running stream way off in the distance behind you. But you don't hear any more wolves.
Hmm.
Do you head back?
I'm gonna keep listening.
You keep listening. And from behind you, you hear...
Well,
As,
Darn it!
as all of a sudden, you quickly turn around in a reaction with the hand that has the knife, luckily, sort of blocking a little bit in that way, so I'll let you make sort of an attack back, I guess, because that's an interesting thing that you brought that dagger out. So, but it does technically
Yeah, I assumed if I was
have
going after something.
a sneak attack on you.
Okay.
Because it rolled a 19 plus 4 stealth. So,
Oh, that's good.
all of a sudden, 12 to hit.
That misses.
All right. So you turn around, and again, that was sort of like a sneak attack if it had gotten you. So we're gonna say then that as you turn around, since he misses, you miss, and the wolf, you just narrowly turn around, see this giant dire wolf standing in front of you, its eyes glowing yellow in the moonlight, its fur white as snow, and with little black spots all around it, and it is your height while standing on all fours. It snaps at you as you just narrowly move out of the way in sort of a Matrix slow-mo thing as it moves right past you, and now it sets out a ow, and let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
Let's go Liam Neeson on this bad boy.
8.
All right, it rolled a 3.
Did we hear that howl?
Yeah,
How far-
you guys definitely heard a much closer, even still, howl in the
How far away
exact
am I
direction
from
that Mira
camp?
went. You would have been walking, we'll say about 100 feet.
So we're not part of this initiative roll?
If you guys
they
decide to
keep
run
hearing
toward
me.
the howl, then you guys would be coming in. No, you guys would be part of this initiative roll, but you guys would probably need to dash and stuff like that for your action. You guys just hear the howl, and at the howl, everyone begins initiative.
Okay, well then I got a 20.
Nice. Holy.
That's what I wanted to make
I
sure.
got an 18.
Yeah. 19. No, 19. All right. So that is Zash with a natural 20 or a 20 with...
No, Justin.
Okay.
It was 18.
18, gotcha. Plus 2. And then
That's nice.
Jay got I didn't actually expect to use this so quickly. Wow. I gotta set up the board then. So you got 19 total, Brandon, for Jay?
I got
Jack?
19, but minus 1. because
Okay,
of-
18.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Then
Random
What are you at, Mira?
out
Total
of
of 9?
sequence question I forgot to ask earlier.
yeah,
You said we got 33 experience for that last fight. Was that 33 per thing or
per
total?
person. Total per person.
Okay, so we each have 33 experience now.
Yes.
Okay. I forgot to apply that.
Yep. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Yeah,
Don't
I just
forget that.
dropped down.
And so, while I begin to set this up, guys, it will just take a few moments, but so that I make sure I have it, let's go ahead and go to that. Alrighty, so with top of initiative order, let's go ahead and start with Justin, aka Zash.
All right, so I'm basically going to be just running, right? Because we're about 100 feet away.
Yeah. You guys are sort of off the screen over here. And your guys' camp is off in that direction. So let me just show everyone on the stream who is watching exactly what it is I am talking about.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'm just gonna double move closer to the battle.
All right.
There's
So
nothing
you
else to
dash,
do.
You were, I'm gonna say about a total of 125 feet away. Your movement is 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you move 60 feet closer, leaving you 65 feet out.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if they can actually see that. We're just gonna say that you're up here on the rock then for a little bit of the vantage point. You came from that rock area. Then it is now Jax's turn.
I also dash.
You also dash. Now, what is
Yep.
your flying speed is the same, correct?
I don't have wings, but I was just pointing out that they can have wings. I was just throwing that out there. But yeah,
I
it's
don't know whether or not we decided whether or not you did. But
no.
because the little player character has wings at people at home, so you also dash, coming right up by him. Then 30 feet of movement, dash to 60, and you were both 65 feet out then from the monster itself. And it is now to Mira. Mira, you've just turned around. You are facing this dire wolf, which is your height, right in front of you.
You said there was a tree behind me?
Yes. There's this big pine tree right behind you.
Okay. I am going to use my action to get disengage.
Okay.
And move my full speed, to get into the center of the rock that's in the center of the table.
Okay. Real quick, I just realized I forgot Audacity. Because I was so focused on my phone. So I'm going to quickly do that. Yeah, I know. There's always something, isn't there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to go ahead and disengage and move the total amount that you can? There we go.
To the very center of that rock.
Alright. You move. Disengage. I didn't know that you had that level 1. That's really cool, actually.
Well, I can use that as my action. So my action is to disengage.
So you move 30 feet then. 5.
And I move 30 feet
15,
to the rock.
20, 25, and we'll say that you get like up there on the farther side of that rock. Then.
I just want to get away from it.
Nice. Do us a favor. Go ahead and make an agility check.
Alright. So acrobatics?
Acrobatics, yeah.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
That's a 1. That's a 1.
Natural 1?
Yep.
Okay. It's beginning to look like something out of a old werewolf movie where the teen in the forest starts to scream "Ah!" and runs away from it, but on your way up you trip and are now lying prone next to the rock that you try to get up to.
Womp.
Womp womp. As the dire wolf slowly walks up, does a little bit of a hop, and comes up to you for a bite attack with advantage, since you are prone. Well, the first one was a natural 1, which probably would have been good. But the second one, hey, it's 11. That's a total of 11.
Doesn't hit!
It
Yay!
doesn't hit, so he comes up.
Wow.
And severely inept and incapable direwolf comes up and bites at you, but completely misses as you're lying there prone, helpless. Ah! You just quickly again move out of the way as it snaps at you, but ends up hitting its snout on the ground. And it is back at the top of initiative with Zash.
All right.
You can, if you want, get up to 5
I guess I
feet
can just
away
move
from
into range now because it's only like 50 feet away.
Move into range.
So
Your full movement puts you
I
5 feet
will. Actually, I'm gonna stay over there on the rock.
Okay. Like over
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll say you're still
And
35 feet
hit
out.
it with my crossbow.
All right, go ahead and make an attack.
Dang it. No. Accidentally closed on my die. There we go. Natural 20.
Okay.
Oh,
Go ahead and, since it's a critical hit, go ahead and double all die rolls. So whatever you add does not get doubled, but all die rolls that you roll for damage do.
Okay, how do I... there we go. So wait, am I just doing 2 die or just doubling the result?
You double the result of the die roll.
Okay. But you only do the plus once, right?
yes.
Correct.
Like it's a D8 plus 2.
Okay, so you roll a d8. If it's 7, you double it to 14 and then add 2.
Okay.
Okay. What did you roll?
6. That's 14.
Yep. Total 14. So you, as it's going for Mira, it just hears a hey from a fire genasi. All of a sudden, it just sees a little spark out the corner of his eye. Maybe that's why it missed Mira. As he goes into pounce, he misses, but then immediately sinks right into its shoulder blade, right between its head and its arm, and takes a good bit of damage, taking 14. All right. Then it is to Jax.
All right. How close can 30 feet get me?
30 feet can get you 35 feet away.
Okay. I'll do that then. I'll move my full movement.
Okay. You move your full movement. Do you want to go onto the grass or onto the rocks? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. We'll just say hop down right there. It's not.
All right.
That one's not as big of a jump as poor Mira had. And you're 35 feet out. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I was gonna throw a javelin, but
Okay.
my range on that's 30. Anything over that, I believe, gives me disadvantage.
Correct. You could use your dash to move closer. You don't have to go 5 feet away from it. But then your action is taken up, unless you have anything that has a range greater than 35 or greater feet.
No, yeah, I'll just use my dash and get up there, try and distract it.
Right up next to it, or like
Yeah.
the closest you can get is 5 feet out, so right there?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I say to it, pick on somebody your own size.
Alright. Thus endeth your turn. It is
You
now
are
Mira's
taller
turn
than
once
me.
again.
Well, I might as well get back up. So it takes half of my movement, correct? All right, I'm gonna. Well, I have my dagger out. I might as well just try and hit it with my dagger.
Alright, go ahead and make an attack roll.
That is a 15.
15 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, that's a D4 plus 2. That's 5 total.
A total of 5. So, as it looks up at the now overshadowing in the moonlight Dragonborn standing in front of it, Mira comes up and in the other shoulder blade stabs it in the arm with a dagger, dealing it 5 points of damage. And he's still standing and now looks very, very angry. Okay. It is
I'm not gonna move anymore just because
Yeah.
you get an extra swing at me.
It is now its turn, but it is not as intimidated. The Dragonborn coming up quickly surprised it, but it's not very intimidated. And it instead stays focused on Mira and makes another attack against her. For 13 to hit.
That is my armor class, so it hits.
It hits. That means you take 11 points of piercing damage.
I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm
that seems
down.
high.
Down.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a dire wolf. Alright, you're down then.
I'm down.
Alright, so this dire wolf, after having been attacked multiple times by you guys, it lets out a giant attack against Mira and just gets her neck in its grasp and clenches down very, very hard. Yeah, that's it then for the dire wolf. It is now over to Justin, aka Zash.
All right, I don't really like her, but I think I like you less. And he sends out an Eldritch Blast.
Nice. What is the specs on that?
It's just an attack. That'll be 7.
That'll be 7.
Oh wait, no, it's a cantrip. I think I just use it.
Okay.
Sorry, I was rolling for the to hit.
Cantrip, but does it take an action to cast?
It says 1 action.
Okay. So that is your action. What does it do then?
Okay, it's 1d10 of force damage.
Okay.
It just sends a beam crackling towards the creature up to 120 feet.
Nice. Roll a d10 for us then.
Yeah. Sorry, I totally misread that. I thought I missed. All right.
Is it just like an automatic thing?
Oof. That's a 1.
Oh.
All right. As all of a sudden, you begin to incant this elaborate spell, and as you see a big spark then bursts from your hand toward the beast as it just takes a little hit. And it's
Should have stuck with my bow. That has a +2 no matter what.
But Eldritch Blast is cool.
Yeah, it looked awesome. It looked awesome.
Yeah.
But the creature, again, the dire wolf, let out a little, and that was it. Not the past that it has been. And it is now to you, Jax.
Alright. grown pretty fond of Mira since the time we've spent together. She's a nice little girl. So I run in front of her, like blocking her from the dire wolf.
Yep. You sort of wedge yourself there.
Yep.
The dire wolf is forced to take a little bit of a step back by your large presence.
Now, lay on hands, is that an action or like a bonus action?
What does the spell say?
Hang on. Okay, yeah, it is an action.
Yeah.
Alright, then I'm gonna pull out my greatsword,
Okay.
and I'm gonna swing at this bastard.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh man, it's a 12.
12.
Yeah.
12 does not hit.
Great.
Mira. Hi, Mira.
Yup.
Can you do us a favor?
Uh-huh.
Can you roll us a d20?
13,
Your
I
life depends on it, no
succeed!
pressure.
Yes. Go ahead and mark off 1 succeeded death saving throw.
I'll go fill in a little bubble. There we go.
Nice. All right. It is now the wolf's turn. The wolf then, seeing Jax come up to it, has now changed its mind, and it is now going to completely attack at Jax for natural 19, so 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
All right. It rolls 11 points of damage against you.
Jeez.
Are you okay?
I am not. I am down as well.
You're
Oh,
down
no!
to
Yep.
Oh no!
Come on.
It is a really good thing that none of the other pack heard this direwolf when it howled. I rolled for that. I've been rolling for all this.
Oh my god.
Oh wow. Alright, it is to you, Zash. There are 2 people we've been traveling with, dying, I should say, not dead, who we've been traveling with, lying now on the ground as this direwolf, when it saw it, as Jax came up and tried to defend Mira, but immediately, it did another attack, and you just saw blood spray out as you 2 fell to the ground next to him. What would you like to do?
You just can't buy good help anymore. He's gonna move in 30 feet and send out another crossbow because apparently that works better.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know because the crossbow has to actually hit. No, I'll stick with the Eldritch Blast. I guess it's a guaranteed hit.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage for that then.
D10 7.
7.
That's better.
Yeah.
The spellcasting modifier, does that go towards damage?
I believe so. Or
Because that would be 9.
and then your last one would have done more too. It real quick, what's your health points too?
10.
Okay. Yeah, you got sort of lucky with a couple of them, but I don't know because I know because D&D Beyond will tell me for any of my characters, but I don't know if that's just a innate thing.
I mean, I can look it up real quick. I have my player's handbook.
Yeah, would you please?
Well, I'm on D&D Beyond. It just says 1D plus or 1D10,
1d10? Okay.
but then a spellcasting modifier of +2
It says that?
above the spells. Yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
And by the way, this hasn't been like a dexterity check or anything like that, right?
No.
That's why I'm looking it up.
It just says make a ranged spell attack.
Eldritch Blast. You have to make a ranged spell attack for it to hit.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. So it's not an automatic hit. Instead, you have to roll
Oh,
against
well,
its
I'd rather use my bow if
dexterity.
that's the case.
You have to roll with your whatchamacallit against its dexterity.
Your spell
Bow
attack.
instead?
I'd rather use the bow. I've got a +4 for that.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack with that.
That'd be 19.
19 hits. Do us a favor, go ahead and roll damage.
D8 back. 4.
Gotcha. Alright. It is now...
I'm gonna die. We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
TPK.
Wait. Did I do something weird with the order? I didn't think so, but... Because now it's supposed to be Jax.
Yeah.
Jax
He's after
went
me.
down after Mira. I had Mira...
Yeah, it was another round around.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did Mira do 2 death saving throws then?
I've only done one. I think we got mixed up.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I did Mira out of order a little bit, but it is now to Jax and then Mira again. So, Jax, would you do us a favor and roll d20?
Well, do I add anything to it? Never mind. It's a
No.
1.
Oh
A
no!
1?
Yep. That's a critical fail, so I automatically take 2, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Oof.
And it's now...
You know, it would be
Oh my
really
God.
nice right now if that bard with that healing spell. That'd be
I
fantastic.
know, right?
Yeah, Ian.
All of a sudden, the mystical bard appears. Ian, if you're listening, please help us.
Wow.
I do not want to kill my party on the second part of the campaign.
Que sera, dude.
Okay.
Alright.
And we all wake up from a terrible dream that we all shared.
We're all back at the end. We all ate something really bad.
It
Oh
was
yeah, that
terrible
makes sense.
sushi.
Drinking that water.
Mira, what's
Yeah.
your roll?
Let me go ahead and do my roll. Oh, nope, it's a 3. That's a
3.
fail.
You fail 1. It is now to the direwolf, which does get caught up by
Bring
you
it on.
then. Coming up. And actually, let's see. I do want to see something else. No? Okay. So it is going to make an attack against you. Hey guys,
Hmm?
how honest should I be?
How honest?
Yeah.
Oh, how
Right.
whatever doesn't get killed.
Okay.
No, be
Let's see something else though, because I rolled something else and something else happens. So, let's see that
Okay.
first.
Oh god.
I have a feeling these are weighted a little heavy for us.
I agree.
To be fair, with 4 level 1 characters, it should have been a cinch.
I mean, they're still
only
killing
have
us in one
3.
hit, though.
I know. It is killing you in 1, but ranged attacks for everyone would have been great, but his stealth on Mira was quite crazy, and then the fact that most of you have not hit it except for Zash.
Yeah.
Um,
I was
had
fine
hit it in
getting
the-
away, but then I had to run in and actually, like, help defend the team.
I hit it once, but that's
I was trying
it was
to
with my
prevent
dagger.
Mira from dying is all I was trying to do.
Yeah.
You got yourself killed, man.
Hey, I'm a paladin, that's what we do.
The fair point.
okay.
Well,
We're waiting.
Jax lets out a prayer to his god, and
From his unconscious stupor.
he, yeah. And this beam of light just destroys this direwolf. Magically heals everybody.
Well, okay.
none of that's gonna happen.
No.
Not at
all-
level 1.
Technically,
Go on, Zash.
that one does not, but... Okay. So, what happens is all this commotion, they actually heard it, which is the good thing. Most of them, on initiative, it was pretty bad. But with all the commotion, the blood running into the ground beneath you guys, as you just see it spill, and there up comes Zash running up to try and help you, out of the ground pops 4 pixies, which actually were able to use Detect Evil and Good, and Detect Thoughts, and know that you guys need help. That's the good news.
Fantastic.
Did
But
they
I'm
also
evil.
know the alignment? Yeah, the alignment of our warlock.
I'm good enough.
Luckily,
It cancels it out.
They detected the 2 who were down on the ground.
Oh my god.
I'm not even kidding. So that was good. But here's the thing. One of them has its turn then before the creature's turn.
Okay.
Now the creature against Zash rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
So this Fae, trying to compete against that, is going to use Polymorph. Morph into
Okay.
yada yada yada. Level 2 or lower creatures by the way, in my games, this is one thing that differs. I don't. This stands for the entirety of the game. I do not limit to beasts when it says beasts. By beasts, I limit to any non-humanoid.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But humanoids is just humanoid, right?
Like
my charm person, for example?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Because that was my first thought against this guy, and I was like, no, I can't do it.
No, correct.
That would be, oh gosh. I can't remember. Is it called Charm Creature, I think?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Or it might be a form of Dominate. I can't remember.
Okay. I apologize if it seems like I'm taking a while, guys. I'm looking for exactly what this Fae would like to do. Which, if I'm not mistaken...
I mean, you're basically BSing right now to keep us alive, so I'm fine with you vamping for a little bit.
I did not expect this, and honest to goodness, I rolled for all this, so I mean, I don't feel like I'm going against what would actually be happening. So that's good.
I'm just glad that there were Fae in the woods.
Yeah. This is actually...
That's nice.
I was expecting you guys to come across them later, but they did actually, they did actually hear this, and yeah. Well,
what is their damage? Like the wolf damage? That seems crazy.
He had 34. He's a level 1 challenge rating creature.
We just have a really small party
Yeah.
who got way too close.
Because doing 11 damage to level 1s is going to be instant kill.
Yeah.
My guy has max health for his level.
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically, it takes 4 level 1 characters to defeat a challenge level rating 1 creature. That's for normal. Hard is 3 for a level 1, and very hard is 2 for a level 1.
Oof. Alright.
Challenge rating. See, and I'm trying to look too for something... Okay. So this yeah, I'll do that. So this pixie, hold on, let me do it so that you guys can see it. I don't have any really small stuff for pixies. Oh, I know what to do. Popped up like that. Can you guys see those? No.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
This Legos?
No, they're just little bits for Magic the Gathering game.
Ah, okay.
This is the interesting part, guys. This pixie. Yeah, that'll work. The one who has a turn before it changes into a silver dragon wormling. And with his action, and yes, thank God, it draws the attention of the direwolf as it vamps into a giant. It's like its wingspan is like that of 2 times the direwolf. Baby dragon wormling. So. It is now the direwolf's turn. Direwolf is going to try and attack that thing now with 15, which does not hit the wormling as it magically changes. The direwolf goes to attack with its claw or bite attack once again, and the wormling moves its wing out of the way. As it is now the next pixie's turn, which used up its thing for Detect Good and Evil. The other pixie used up its thing for, I forget what it was, but that means that the last one... The last one... uses.
I just want to point out that, like, storytelling wise, I really like that I'm the only one still alive.
That is interesting.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah. Huh.
Also, can we dox Brandon for having his Christmas tree still up?
Wow.
To be fair, mine's still up too.
Come on. To be fair, I didn't put one up. But
To
I
be
wanted
fair, my
mine up.
fiance wanted to take it down, but I said, it's fine.
Oh wait, no, we took it down. Never mind. I forgot we took it down, even though it's.
it is almost February.
Well, yeah, we wanted it up for our birthday though, so.
Oh, that's fair. Because, like, we haven't put up a tree since the first year living in this house because there's 3 cats, and they just knock it down. So, yeah, we just stopped caring.
That's a good reason.
You can't celebrate Christmas and also have cats.
Detect thoughts. That's what the second one used. But this last one is actually going to use sleep. For 15... 20... This is interesting, though.
What?
Okay. 22, 27. So it deals... I just want to make sure that I have the rules of the spell correct before I get this terribly wrong. But no. So, dealing no damage. This last one. 27. Yeah. This last pixie flies around, looks between the two of you, comes in right between you, and just, there's a little spark of magical energy that comes out of the tip of one of its hands that holds out. And as that happens, you, Zash, fall unconscious.
What?
So,
You're supposed to bring balance to the Force.
what the creature ended up doing was, it was like, okay, there's enough going on here. This is BS. And it just put everyone to sleep. Absolutely everyone. The creature, the direwolf, was put to sleep. And they got rid of it and put it somewhere else. And it made sure, though, that both Mira and Jax would no longer be dying. But you guys are put to sleep.
Fantastic.
So we
So
are
we
no
really
longer
just wake
bleeding
up-
out.
You guys are no longer bleeding out. However, You are all asleep on the middle of the floor in the woods,
Yep.
just where you were, which is the interesting bit. I
Can we
want,
reenact
Some nice dream out here.
I want everyone to roll a Constitution throw. Not an
Straight up Constitution.
Correct. Straight up Constitution.
11.
16.
16?
Yep.
All right, Justin.
I got 12.
Zash is the only one to wake up on his own. As you wake up then, look over at the two, you see that their wounds are no longer spewing out blood, but they are still unconscious on the ground. As I'm going to quickly... Please stand by. Okay, that was interesting.
So, I don't know if we're back yet.
Yeah, you can go ahead and talk if you want.
Okay. So Zash is gonna let them sleep.
Okay. Okay.
He wants to go hunt some food real quick and have some dinner cooking for when they wake up. So he's gonna, create
That's
another
actually
little
really
fire.
sweet.
What a nice guy.
Create another little fire nearby. Go do some hunting. He can, just like basically set a fire on an animal and cook and like kill it instantly.
I love
feel
that
like it's
burnt
something
hair
to do.
taste.
And then bring it over. Put it on a spit.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Okay. 10.
Okay. So you go do that. Then you make your way back.
Mm-hmm.
As you come back to them, they're still lying where they were.
They're dead.
Sorry I had to do that. Sorry, Ray.
No, I would have done it too.
Well, I just had to check and see, Not every time you guys I ask for a perception check is it going to be something, but you guys always got to keep an eye out.
Yep.
So you come on over, they're still lying there, you have everything all prepped, you have the fire, which is just cooked everything, gave it a nice little bit of a more of a singe than they might like, but it is very tasty to you.
The cancerous skin makes it taste better. Yeah, he just kind of, he like waves and brings a smell over to their sleeping limp bodies.
All right.
He's trying to wake them up. He's not gonna, be mean about it.
Okay, well, as
He's trying to win their favor so he can get what he wants from them.
you bring the smell on over, and they're still there asleep.
It's gonna get cold. He puts the food back on the spit. The fire's kind of died down. He's not gonna mess with it.
Okay.
And I don't want to hit them or anything. He goes over and kind of shakes the dragonborn a little bit. He's not going to touch a lady. He already knows she doesn't like him. But he'll shake the dragonborn and see if he can wake him up.
Fair. You take the dragonborn by the shoulders. As you watch, you can still see the marks on his face where the dire wolf had attacked his throat, basically. Still very fresh wounds, but no blood again. As you shake him vigorously, well, not too vigorously, but yeah. You shake him a little bit, doesn't do much. You shake him just a little bit harder, and finally, it wakes him up from a sleep.
About time. I made dinner and everything, and no one could appreciate it.
It smells delicious.
Thank you. That's all I asked.
I knew I'd rub off on you.
Oh.
That sounds awkward. Alright. Sorry, I had to.
I go over and I eat what he made.
Okay.
You're not gonna
Mira
wake up
continues to sleep.
No, she's fine.
I actually like that idea. We sit around the fire and chat a little bit, just me and him.
Yeah.
Yep. Show him my nice gash. Gonna make a sweet
I know, I saw
scar.
him do it.
Everyone,
bad.
by the way, in case you do not know, you have full health. Go ahead and mark
Cool.
that. And
I already did anyway.
all spells are recovered, everything like that, like you had just rested.
Oh, nice.
And it is,
Acid breath
by the
back.
way, it is morning time.
Okay.
All right, now we wake her up.
Okay.
I'll stay over here.
You wake up Mira. Again, little gentle. Jax doesn't know this, so he gives a little gentle, push. Nothing really happens. Then a little bit more vigorously, and finally she wakes up. And you guys are back out in the forest. Sun has just shined. Mira, I'm guessing, grabs a bite to eat as well. By the way,
Whatever's left.
I hate to say, real quick, Justin, what did you hunt for?
I mean, are there like normal Earthling creatures out here?
Yeah.
I'd say like rabbit or squirrel.
Okay. So you got a rabbit, and the rest of it is just enough to fill up Mira, but no food is left or anything like that.
Yeah.
And it took
I
you a
wanna
couple
sleep in
tries
beauty.
too, but
Sleeping Beauty probably doesn't exist.
Mira and Jax have no idea what happened. By the way.
Oh yeah, that's
so,
true.
Zash, what happened?
You guys got killed by that wolf, and I had to rescue you. Obviously.
Really? You made us. You helped us get out of that alive.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
I took out the wolf, mano a mano,
Brandon, I love it.
and then I made you breakfast.
That is so to your character, Brandon. I love it.
Even though we're just glorified hired help, you risked your neck for us.
What do I have to do to impress you, woman?
Well, actually, I'm gonna say, Zash is gonna make a deception check here,
Yeah, I kind of figured that would happen.
and Mira just.
Should I make insight?
Yeah.
Welp.
Well.
That's an 8. I guess it's not terrible because I've got really good deception.
Oh, 13! Insight.
All
All
right.
right, Mira. You know that something is a bit askew. It looks like he did, but the way he's selling it, it's just not. It's not. You're not buying it. So do with that as you will.
Well, you didn't let us die, so I think you're all right.
Can you say that again, please? I need to hear it one more time.
No.
I think
Alright.
what she's saying is, thank you. You're incredible.
Thank you,
I know it.
Jax. I'm glad someone appreciates my brilliance.
Right. Taking down that direwolf single-handedly, amazing.
Yeah. I went Liam Neeson on him, and I don't even know who that is.
There's many tales of this league.
Yeah. And as you guys think back, you have heard some strange stories of just what you always thought it was a lone Nelson or something like that. But yeah, you do know of a guy that starts LN. That's pretty awesome. In this
Something
game.
about taking things, I don't know.
A legendary Irish dwarf. Fun fact, there's a painting of his face on the side of a building in Ireland. I just wanted to point that out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that. I can see that.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Well, should we get going? We do have a bit of a walk.
Yeah, it's still a 2-day trip, right?
Now it's
Give
gonna be
it.
another day and a half.
Okay.
Yay.
Little, no, I would love for the thing on my neck to, like, scar, so I just have, like, a 6 scar just across my throat.
Okay.
Do I kind of like pat down and be like, oh shit, no, I can't let this scar. No.
You do.
This is my moneymaker. Oh god.
Go ahead and make a nature check for us.
Actually decent at that, kind of. Oh, nature. 7.
Okay. You find just some plants and things like that, which you know have some good remedies to them. It's not difficult to see them or find them, so they're pretty common in the area. But do us a favor now and make a medicine check.
10.
Okay, good. That was literally it.
Oh my god!
You're able to make a nice little salve with a leaf covering, like paste that you put along your neck and chest, and you offer some to Jax, but he
No thanks.
yeah. he turns it down,
Well,
much to your surprise, but yeah.
Well, you're more of the... Yeah, okay.
So,
I would
Those
like.
kind of priorities are actually going to get you killed next time, Princess.
Well, the next time when we're in a city and you need something that can't be found in the wild, it's gonna help us out.
Yeah, I think we should scrounge up a little bit
Most
more.
people don't really like girls with scars.
Fair enough. I married one, but that's just me. That's not Zash.
Oh, yeah, I don't have any problem with it. It's just some people are
Yeah, no,
superficial.
it's just me.
okay. So you guys continue on. Now Mira is slowly feeling relief, and the salve work its magic that she had created. You guys continue to walk, and I want everyone to roll a perception check. Oh, as well as Zash, would you do me a favor and roll another survival check for us?
Yeah, perception's 14. Survival is 16.
Okay, yeah, you just had to get above a 5 to make sure that you can still see those scorch marks with survival. And you guys continue along the way, but what was everyone else's perception?
10.
4. I don't see shit.
Boy, you guys are getting some low rolls today. Yeah, Justin, Zash is the only one who notices it, and you've never really noticed this before. Along the trail that you always travel, off to your right, there's a small little cabin there.
Guys, there's a little cabin over here. You wanna check it out?
As he draws your guys' attention to it, you look over and see a little log cabin built up. The outside has a little stoop, a little stump of a tree with a axe in it, and some logs next to the side of it. You don't see anyone. No smoke coming out the chimney or anything like that. Yeah. And a little bit of a clear.
Zash.
A few less trees.
Yes.
Zash, do you pass by this every time? you come
No,
this way?
I've never seen this before.
Really, you come this way every time and you've never seen this fully built log cabin before.
Do you see my scorch marks? I follow the same path. I don't look around.
I don't look around.
This job is boring, okay? I
No.
told you that.
No, I get that.
He doesn't seem like the sightseeing type.
I'm not. He gets me.
Mira says, no, I get that, while rubbing her salve. Just like...
I don't know if I trust this, though. I've never heard any people out here, but apparently you can never be too careful. What do you think?
Do we want Mira to maybe stealth over there and just peek through a window?
That's where
I mean, technically I can stealth. I have really good stealth. I just
Okay.
kind of figure canon whenever my head is lit up that I probably can't stealth.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But it's not right now, because it's daytime.
I feel like me in giant armor, being a giant dragonborn, I'm not very stealthy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
What do you say, Princess? You want to take this together? I can't
Why
leave
not?
you alone, apparently.
Do you guys want
I give you a dirty look. Yes, I'll stop up.
All right.
He said it with a smile.
Go ahead and make a stealth roll.
I still give you a dirty look.
Okay, maybe I can't stealth. That's a 12.
And 17.
Okay. Mira sort of leading the charge this time, you know. It's actually Zash who is sort of jumping from tree to tree and looking like he's in a bad spy film, while Mira just looks back at him and rolls her eyes. As they slowly walk up, Mira, you know, at a good low crouch, and Zash trying his best to get to that level of the low crouch, but sort of just indifferently walking as well. You guys walk up, and Mira is the first one to poke her head up into the window and take a look in. Do us a favor, go ahead and roll a stealth check for us.
Stealth? Alrighty.
Yeah, perception.
Perception?
Yeah.
Alright. Ooh, not bad. 19.
Okay. Mira, you being the first one to look in. You look in, and from the point of view that you're at, you see a kitchen table right in front of you. There are 2 plates set up. One of them has a teacup on top of it with a full thing of tea. You don't see any smoke, and you, by the other one, see the teacup on the ground, smashed on the floor. Looking around the kitchen, it looks as though there was a meal that had been prepped, but nothing is cooking, nothing is on, nothing is obvious that anything is home.
Are there any signs of like a struggle or a quick exit?
Not that you see. Yeah, nothing aside from the teacup has been pushed away or smashed to the ground. Nothing's been bumped out of place severely. It's just a nice little stove with a fridge on the side, a couple of countertops with some used pans that had been placed in the sink to be washed but not yet washed. And then off to the side, out of view, is a hallway which you assume leads to other parts of the home.
So I find Zash. I just tell him all that.
Well, Zash
He's right next to me, but I
quickly-
just saw it.
Yeah, you just point out anything that he misses, and you're like, wow, look at that teacup smashed on the ground, and things like that, and you both perceive it, but you're now standing at the window, both of you upright, and you don't see any signs of any people around.
So
We don't really need anywhere to stay right now. Doesn't look like there's
Yeah.
any danger.
and while we're away from the holy man over there, what do you think of this? He might think that someone's in trouble, even if there isn't anything in trouble, and it can lead us to a wild goose chase.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe we just don't tell him. He's too good for his own good.
Do you want to look around and then go, or just go?
I don't see any valuables.
Then we'll just go.
The china set looks used and chipped, and there's no shinies or nice looking things in sight in the kitchen.
Yeah,
I think we should keep going.
yeah. They don't like when you're late.
You guys meet up then with back up with Jax, who's out by the road still, and well, not the road, the path that you guys usually take throughout the woods, and continue on your way.
did you guys find anything at the cabin?
Nope.
All right.
All right.
And as we're walking, can I like... I probably have been already doing this, but like keeping an eye out just because I'm worried about more wolves.
Yep. Go ahead and roll another perception check for me.
7.
7? You see nothing.
But passive is 11.
You see absolutely nothing.
Alrighty.
So you guys continue on the road. Again, the path that you guys are following, that Zash has a good idea of where it is he needs to go and what you guys need to do. Another day peaks. It's now about afternoon and you guys are getting hungry again. But you have no leftover meat from breakfast.
Oh, I can kill another rabbit. Animals in the forest aren't too keen on fire.
I believe I have like 3 days of dried rations or something.
Okay.
I mean, we have rations, but if we want to save those, we can hunt.
Yeah, just figure while we're in a forest.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, I do that.
So you guys go hunting. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me. Whoever's hunting. Who's hunting?
I can hunt. I have a short bow.
Yeah, I did the last one. Actually, go ahead.
Ooh. Which one is this? Perception?
Yes.
18.
Or, yeah, what's your survival, just to note that, too? You can take it too.
Well, they're the same, +1.
Okay.
They're both wisdom-based.
So, if you're 18... Sorry about that. Jesus.
Bless you.
Thank you. With your 18, yeah, you very quickly start looking around. You come up to a river, babbling brook more so, and you see a badger right there.
Badger, 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 badger.
I guess I'm gonna attempt to hit it.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack roll.
I didn't know we had to actually act out hunting.
Yeah, we probably should have done that too.
Oh, that's
But-
a 1.
I mean, heck, if you guys wanted to kill a black bear and get that meat, you could do that too. But that's a 1.
That's a 1.
All right, you take out your crossbow, and it shoots and it flies right past the badger and draws its attention, which it actually comes up to you and tries to bite you.
Honey badger don't care.
Very quickly, you guys watch as Mira goes out trying to hunt. She draws her bow and aims at this little badger, misses it, and you guys see as the badger, just on the funny way that badgers run, it runs up like 2 legs in the front, then meet 2 legs in the back, and then it continues its prance up to her, and it rolls an 8 to hit.
Does not hit.
Yeah, I figured. As it just... And it totally misses on its bite. And it is back to your turn.
Me?
We should have left her asleep.
It's right up to you now.
Can I take out my dagger
Okay.
and try and hit it with that?
Okay, make an attack roll.
That's a 9.
Total?
Yeah.
Yeah, that misses. This thing has 3 health, Mira. Come on.
I rolled 2 1s tonight already. I'm not having a good night.
I can tell. As you...
How far away is this stupid badger?
Trying... It's like... Mira's like 30 feet away from you, quite literally. And this badger and her are going at each other, just missing each other, as Mira then tries to swipe with her dagger and aim down, and misses this little badger and just, moves out the way.
Can are we allowed to step in and join the combat?
Yeah. Yeah, on this
Cool.
one I will definitely let you.
I feel bad because it sounds adorable.
Do you not want to kill it? You have that option. Although right now, I'm pretty sure that Zash is readying his bow. Go ahead and make your attack roll, Zash.
That's a 9.
To hit?
Shut up.
Have rolled the same thing.
So as you also no, you have a crossbow. As you aim
Yeah.
it and you're like, I got this. You shoot it and it also goes flying high above its head as it just trying to bite Mira.
You know what?
see.
This magical bitch.
Yeah, it's by all the attacks though, and seeing how much larger you are, and then seeing the fire genasi shoot at it, it does try and run away. So actually, you get an attack of opportunity on it as it runs away, Mira.
Okay. Well, that's a lot better. Natural 18, so that is
Oh, yeah.
a 22.
Oh yeah, that hits. So as this little badger tries to run away, all scared, you take out your dagger and slice it. Yeah, its head pops right off. This now.
It has 3 hit points, yeah, right?
It has
Just
3
3?
hit points. Yeah. How many
Oh,
hit
yeah.
points do you do?
Oh, well,
mean, I
4. But even if I
Okay.
even if I did a 1, it's +2. So no matter what I rolled, it would die.
Yep. So that's a total of 6 hit points.
No, it's a total of. I took 4.
Okay, a total of 4. Gotcha. Yeah, its head doesn't pop right off, but you slash it in the back as it falls down to the ground. Now dead.
Alright. Guess we can try and skin it. Try and eat it. Who wants to do that?
I just burn everything. It burns the fur and everything right off.
But we.
Can do that on
Nice.
command.
I don't think I could
But it's-
skin it
Do
with
you
a
guys
great
let him
sword.
do that?
So
No, it's nice fur. I'll try and skin it.
Do let her try and skin it.
You get too caught up in the finer things in life.
What would I roll to skin the badger?
Nothing. Yeah, you just.
That's a
well,
question.
Technically, yeah. Okay, let's see. Go ahead and do a survival.
Ooh, 18.
You beautifully carve off this badger felt now. This badger skin. It looks like if it's a small miniature version of a bearskin rug, all ready to go. Yes.
Oh, cute. I have a badger pelt. Yay!
As she hands over to you, Zash, this perfectly skinned little badger now, just with a nice outer layer of its dermis of its skin still on, ready to be cooked and charred.
Have fun.
Well, gotta respect a job well done. And then he creates a fire and throws it on there.
Okay. You guys allow it to cook. You all take off your portions when you feel that they're ready to cook this time, so that Zash doesn't burn all of them a bit too well done. And you each individually eat, get your stomachs full, and you have enough for 2 more portions of food.
The big badger.
Right now, as you guys are left with these 2 portions, you're all sort of wondering who will be carrying them. So that is sort of the next thing for you guys to decide amongst yourselves.
I mean, if it's fresh meat, we can't really carry it. It has to be dried.
You can. It won't last as long.
Right.
It would last, I'd say, a day. After that, you might start to find maggots, and then soon after, the smell.
I mean, we could eat it for breakfast in the morning before we leave.
Or even dinner.
True.
But, who do you guys decide to put on in charge of holding it?
I probably have the greatest strength, so I could hold it, but I can't imagine it's too heavy. It's, just 2 portions of badger meat.
Yeah, I'm almost encumbered, actually.
I'm carrying quite a bit, but I don't think I'm carrying.
That's
Too
what I get for making
much.
strength my dump stat.
I'll carry it.
All right. So
And I've got the badger pelt.
you've got the pelt, yes.
Yeah.
Jax has the meat, and there is where we are going to take a short break, guys. Let's go ahead and meet up at 7:50 Central Time, so that is 8:50 for Eastern Time,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, we will all see you then soon. All right.
Ready.
Cool. I need to pee.
Okay. Yeah. That's sort of a good reason why we did that now too. All right. So stay tuned, anyone who's watching the stream. We will be back soon. Hi. Okay. It's going to be a while, I think, before we get all the technical issues figured out, but hey, we're
Yeah.
doing better. So, where we left off. You guys had just gotten well fed at lunchtime, and you guys are still on your journey to Rumrunner Reef in order to pick up an item for your next trip. So, night slowly begins to fall on you all. You set up another camp.
I guess so.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that was the question. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you guys do anything, but yeah, I'm just as you guys progress, I'm trying to figure out what it is all that you guys do, and you guys set up another camp. I want everyone to roll perception.
Uh, 10.
10. Okay. Anyone else?
14.
Natural 20. Is my
Nice.
thing going?
Mira definitely notices a nice little clearing. Another
Did we
nice
have
little
experience
open
in that
place for
wolf
you
fight,
guys.
by the way?
No, because you guys didn't slaughter the. Well, you guys didn't defeat the wolf.
I mean, I did damage.
You did your damage, but you got.
Well, I did damage too, but I fell unconscious, so.
Yeah, you gotta
Right.
actually defeat it in order for it to be spread up amongst all of you.
All right.
I think my scar is enough.
We got our butt saved by pigs.
Mira then notices that as you look around, Mira, you see a couple of little masses of glitter moving around throughout the forest. You, Mira, have never seen this before. But they're like
Haven't.
little shining little like lightning bug type things, but a good bit larger, and there's just a glittery thing that trails off of them. Very faint off in the distance, and they're all scattered about.
Magical
I kind of-
strippers.
I kind of tug on Zash's cloak or whatever and say, Do you know what that thing is? And I point to one of the floating things.
Zash, to you, it looks very, very familiar.
That's an 8 for insight. So I don't know if it.
No,
I don't know how familiar it is.
it's very familiar. It's the thing that 4 of them popped up and saved you from the direwolf.
Oh, they didn't look like that then. Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen these in the air and past journeys along this route. They're pixies, I think.
Oh.
Harmless
know anything about-
creatures.
Do I know anything about pixies? Or.
Go ahead and make a nature check.
Alright. 19.
Yeah, you do. You know a good bit about pixies. You know. Let's see if I know about pixies. I gotta pull it up. You know that they are very common in forests. That they are small, relatively harmless creature, but very, very powerful with magic. Maybe that would help. Let's see what else. They're very tiny, of course. So they stand at barely a foot tall. Pixies resemble diminutive elves with gossamer wings, like those of dragonflies or butterflies, bright as clear dawn and as luminous as full moonrise. Of course, you can see them a lot more now that it's nighttime. I'm not going to go through everything, but you know that they're very curious creatures, but also very shy. They go wherever they like, though. They like to watch and spy on others and just, with their curiosity getting the better of them, see what everyone else is up to is like a hobby of theirs. Yeah.
Do they seem kind, like on our side?
From what you know, they sorta did.
I mean, like now.
Like, have they taken an interest in us, or?
No, some that looked over just kept on passing, and they'll just fly around. They're more so concerned with each other at the moment. Yeah.
Do we just leave?
Sounds good to me.
I don't. Do they want something? Do they speak?
They haven't approached you, but you guys haven't approached them either.
Are they just all in the clearing? Have we made it to the clearing
No,
yet?
you guys are in the clearing. They're scattered throughout the woods. You just see like a faint glow pass behind tree and then to another tree. Like they're off in the distance. But now that it's
Okay.
night, you're sort of seeing it a bit more clearly. Whereas they might have been there all along.
So does anyone just want to make camp? They don't seem to be bothering us.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I don't care about these things.
And
Yeah, they'll generally just leave us alone if we don't bother them or, well, pique their curiosity too much.
So you guys set up camp?
I look for another space to actually make camp, so that we're not just hanging out in the middle of the road here.
Clearing, yeah.
Okay.
So 15.
15 for what?
Just scoping out the area, see if there's a spot.
Perception?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, again, Mira found the clearing with hers. And she led you guys to the clearing. You guys are in a nice, good
okay.
spot for it, but there are pixies around you. So you guys just set up?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys also see it too. It's interesting. The pixies that get nearer to you guys, but obviously again don't approach or anything like that. The shower of glitter that falls down from them too. It's like a trail. It's like a little waterfall that comes off the pixie, and there's like a little trail of glowing sparkles where the pixie had passed by, where you can see visibly where it's been, and there's just little glitter left on the ground. Glittery.
Does it does it like stay there or does it fade away?
It stays.
Careful around that trail. That stuff doesn't come off.
Can I take a look at it?
Yeah, you most certainly can. You walk up. I want you to go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Figured that would be it. No, I don't know shit. That's a 1.
You look at it, and it's shiny. It's shiny. It looks cool.
I would like to make an
It looks
Arcana
really
check.
interesting. In fact, you rolled a natural 1.
I did. Oh no.
You have an innate sense to just take some.
Oh no. It can only end badly.
Do you let yourself do that?
I don't know what it is, so I probably shouldn't. I don't think I would if I don't know what it is.
I've got
Then
plus
I
2
want
to my
you, if you
Arcana.
decide
Just
not
saying.
to, I want you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. 13.
The curiosity gets the better of you.
Why did I not pick a druid?
Mira reaches out and picks up this dust as all of a sudden you look at it closer and closer, and it just looks like little shiny dust that falls from your fingertips. There's nothing really that special about it until your eyes focus beyond the dust to the background of the trees that you were standing in front of and realize that they're moving down. And then you look around and realize they're not moving down, you're moving up.
Oh no!
So you begin to just float upward.
Think of a wonderful thought.
Any happy little thought.
Merry little thought.
Think of sleigh bells, think of snow, think of good things, off you go. Okay. I want both Jax and Zash to make perception checks. And you guys will notice I too got a drink for myself as well, which is a cool little combo that I made for myself and Tommy the other day.
Woohoo.
And I call it Orc's Blood because it's green, which I'm glad is not really being picked up by the green screen.
Is it just like a margarita or something?
It's UV blue and Tropicana like pineapple fruit punch. It's delicious.
Okay.
It's the best.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I got an 11.
I got a 17.
Okay. So Jax notices Esmira, who walked off, is currently right now Zash is a bit focused on the fire again. You know, he's like, I'm gonna make this fire. It's super awesome, and you don't really see it too much, but yeah.
I told her to avoid that trail. I don't care.
Jax sees Mira just begin to, while at the edge of the clearing, where she just had to touch that pixie dust, she begins to float upward.
All right, I run over.
Okay.
I yell up, "What did you do?"
I touched the dust. It was so pretty. It was so pretty.
I do an Arcana test or check on the.
You're not gonna grab me?
Can I reach her?
She's about 10 feet away from you now.
Okay, and I'm
She's
almost.
beginning
Am I
to
like
reach.
going like just straight up?
You're not like darting upward, but you're just like floating away like someone in water, just slowly rising to the surface. You're
Am I like
starting
near
to
a
reach
tree
the
that I
top
can
of
grab?
the trees, but yeah, you're it's a mix of someone floating in water and someone in outer space, just flying away and like.
Could I try and grab the tree?
Do you have any
Yeah,
rope?
you can try.
Throw down some rope.
Yes, I do. I have rope.
All right.
Which one would you like to do?
How many feet am I away from Jax?
10 now.
I would like to try and grab the tree first, because I have 50 feet of rope.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make, we'll just say, an acrobatics check for in air, trying to swing your way around and hold on to that branch.
11.
11?
Yeah.
You successfully grab some of the needles of like this pine tree that you're by, but then dink, the needles pop right off, and you continue to fly a little bit as you try pulling yourself closer.
Can I throw the rope?
Yeah, you can drop the rope down.
Yep, I'm gonna do that.
You drop the rope, I'm guessing being very cautious to keep on holding on to one at the other end of the rope.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're about 15 feet up as the rope falls down to Jax.
I grab the rope and start reeling her in.
Alright, you start pulling her in like someone just floating in water off, and you're like pulling them in from a boat. You just start pulling on the rope, and she just slowly glides back to you, and slowly but surely she's back down to earth, but
I tie her off to me
Yeah.
so she doesn't keep flowing.
I tied it around my waist.
You tie. so Jax has just tied the rope onto your waist.
Yep.
Okay, so wherever this dragonborn walks, you do have a tail, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, you don't have wings, but you have a tail. Wherever you walk to, there's just a Mira attached to your back as you two are back to back, and you slowly walk up to Zash, who has not noticed this yet. He just got the fire going.
I kind of tap him on the shoulder. I tap Jax on the shoulder. It's like, please don't tell him. Please don't tell him what happened.
She says while she's visibly tied waist to waist, her back to you.
Is she still in the air?
Her feet are off the ground, but it's more like Jax currently has her as a backpack than it is that she's trying to fly away.
Okay.
Her feet are off the ground.
I was gonna make a
but
kite joke. Dang it.
Yeah.
Alright.
It just looks like Jax is holding her up with just his upper torso tied to her.
Yep, just being weird.
Just being weird, yeah.
It's a strength exercise.
Right. Can I do anything, like any sort of check to see if I know how to reverse it, or?
Yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay. Or see how long it lasts or something.
Yeah.
The 13?
You do not know. You know that more so with what you've heard of pixie dust, it's that it's just gotta run its course.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like a very magical, potent thing that
Okay.
you'll tend to come across.
Do any of us have any sort of vials that we could potentially scoop some of this into? Because I checked, I don't have any. I got a bowl. That's not going to help.
I mean, I apparently still haven't noticed because it takes me forever as the fire genasi to make a fire for some reason.
I mean, I do have flasks of oil. We could empty one out, and I could use the flask for the fairy dust or the pixie dust.
I just think it'd be a neat thing to have just in case some weird situation we need to float in the air.
Or to make somebody else float.
That too. Oh, that's, yeah.
So should I empty one of my flasks of oil and have you fill it with the dust?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Alright, Mira begins to...
I have a fire genasi, so I'm not quite sure if I'll need oil.
She
So I
uncorks
just-
a little thing of oil. Oil lets it fall to the ground. And you guys walk over to one of the few trails of pixie dust that you see.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if there's anything we can touch it with that is in our hands.
Well, I got like a bowl. I was thinking we could like scoop and try
Oh
and
yes,
pour it in.
do the
Ooh,
yeah,
wait.
let's do that.
Are there any leaves around us?
Yes.
Okay,
There are a good number
pick up
of those.
pick up a decent sized leaf, make a makeshift funnel,
Oh
put
yeah.
that in the top of the flask.
Okay. I'm still gonna
And then,
say... Who's doing all this?
I
Well, I'm
will.
kind of on his back, so
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and make a
Go on.
sleight of hand check.
Oh man.
oh.
That'd be dexterity, right?
Yeah,
correct.
it's dex based.
All right, that's 10.
Oh.
Okay, you get a good bit of a mixture of pixie dust with a little bit of dirt in it.
Mm-hmm.
On the plus side, you successfully get it into the funnel, successfully get it into the jar, and you're not flying away. None of it touched your scales.
Nice.
That's good.
All right, we head back to the camp, acting like nothing's
So-
wrong.
Yep.
So, do you
Just
want to
still
keep that
hovering
on
off
you,
the ground.
Jax?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Just tuck it
So
in
you
my
have a
backpack
flask
back
of-
there.
Pixie dust.
Sweet.
Okay. You guys, with Zash now, you guys are sitting by the campfire after a good bit of the night. I want everyone to roll a perception check.
Not good.
That's a 12.
I got a 3. Or 5.
Mira,
I rolled another one.
I could tell. By the size, yep.
Switching my fucking dice.
You guys don't see anything. In fact, Mira actually, while just strung up on Jax's back without anywhere to really move, she gets a little bit bored, and actually, she just sort of gets entranced by the pixies moving back and forth, the glowing lights, the sparkles falling off them. And yeah, her concentration is lost for a little bit. You guys see that in any conversation that you do have, she's not really very talkative about it and doesn't really respond whenever you say her name exactly. She's just very focused right now. Nothing terrible, but with the natural one, she's down and out for the conversation for a little bit. Alright. As bedtime draws near, is there anything you guys want to say to each other or do before you guys head to slumber again?
Well, I whisper to Mira, how are we going to sleep?
Preferably with you not on your back.
So
Maybe
you're
on your
still-
side.
Still tied to me. All right, let's do it.
Can I check and see if it's worn off?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, he's a lot taller than me, so I probably wouldn't have noticed yet.
Okay.
Right?
What do you do?
Oh gosh. While still holding onto the rope, I guess I'll untie my waist really quick.
Okay, you untie
While
it.
still holding onto the rope
and-
really tight.
And hold on to the rope really tight, and then you unsprawl it, and you just float off a little bit.
Damn it,
Still
pull me
flying.
back!
All right.
Do I
pull
see
it
this?
back. Oh, good point.
You realize that so long as she's tied to the rope, yeah. At this point, actually, go ahead and roll a stealth check, both of you, and then we're gonna have
God.
Zash
Okay.
roll a perception check. And because yeah, this is a check definitely. But you realize that if
11.
10.
11, 10,
11.
16.
16. Yeah, you definitely see this. You see this as she begins to fly back from him, and you're just like, what the heck? And she's like, pull me back, pull me back. Coming back, floating toward him.
what?
Just sees me all like weird, like.
Yeah.
What's
But-
this whole human kite thing you guys got going on here? What happened over there?
If, you know, if I don't get enough sleep, I float.
I float.
It's a family curse.
I'm gonna need to call that BS.
I'm willing to make a deception check. That's my strongest suit.
Oh, true.
Woo! 18 plus 7.
Oh wow.
So that's
Jeez,
Oh,
plus
wow.
7?
25. Yeah, it's
Holy crap!
I
all
have
right.
both oh gosh, proficiency, and it's also one of my what's the certain thing for it? It's expertise. I have expertise in deception and and I have proficiency in it as well. So it's something I'm very good at.
Well, I think that's a skill that could come in handy in the future. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah,
You might not be
I try not
useless
to get
after
too
all.
tired. But it is a curse. I mean, I can't control it. If I'm tired, it's not very good.
Just saying, I'll find a way.
Successfully steering him away from the. Actually, I would also like Zash to go ahead and make an Arcana check.
No.
I mean, I literally can't get her score.
Arcana. No, I know. It's not that.
Okay. 22.
22.
Close, actually.
You are aware that pixie dust does have magical properties. Is all that I will say.
Okay.
But like that's sort of running through your head. Once you realize the pixie dust, you're like, that's weird. You know what else is weird? Pixie dust. You don't connect the two though.
Okay. So, sleep time, I guess.
Yep. I lay on my
Oh.
side, so I'm not crushing Mira. It's still currently tied to me.
Yes, you could do that. No offense, I don't know why you don't just let her reel out a little bit so that she's just like floating in the air at nighttime. Well, I mean, I guess I know why, but yeah.
I mean, what if like a certain someone we barely know decides to be a dick and like cut the rope?
That's a good point. That's another thing. Just all of
I
a
mean-
sudden,
Who
a
would do
direwolf
that?
comes along and bites it.
I mean, Jax and I have been traveling for a couple months. We just met Zash. We just met him.
Right.
That's true.
We're not.
Yeah.
We still don't have it.
So you keep her close. You're careful not to smush her during the night. Oh my gosh. I want.
Can I use your tail as a pillow?
She asks you as you guys are cozying up for bed.
I picture you guys having to like awkwardly spoon, or else you'll float away.
Well, no, we're back to back, so.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just like the scene Without a Paddle when they're all in the cave, curled up together.
That's fantastic. Wake up and I'm just like grabbing Zash like no tomorrow. Pulled him into this.
He just lights his entire body on fire. Don't touch me, boy.
Okay. I want everyone to roll a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Shout out, by the way, to, I know who this is, but I'm not going to say anything about that, but I'm going to say shout out to Floral Ninja Chan for being very active in the chat and very much appreciate it. My main character as well as Zero Score Gaming. What? Very active in the chat too. Shout out to a little person named Justin. Thank you.
I try
Very
to
much
be
appreciated.
quiet with my typing.
I haven't even noticed. I look over and I'm like, what? There's chat? And I
Thank you,
just,
Ethan, Nathaniel.
I've been so focused on.
They know who they are.
I know. Thank you so much for
I
spreading the
rolled
word to you
20
guys as well, of course. Oh,
And an 8.
ah.
I got
It's the 8.
13 and an 18. So
13. Okay.
My
total?
lowest is a 10.
Lowest is a 10 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you
My
say
other
this
one was
was
like
perception, right?
15.
Yeah, perception.
Okay. Then yeah, 8.
8. With it being... It will still go your passive perception if it's higher, because...
Okay, then 10.
Oh yeah, 11.
10. Okay. This is interesting.
I don't like the sound of that.
I don't like it when you say that. I don't like it when you say this is interesting.
No.
It is, though. It's so
It's either really good or really bad.
I mean, after that whole dire wolf situation,
Yeah.
It wasn't my fault. I rolled all these things.
Well, to be fair, it could have got a lot worse.
This one
That
I
could've gone
actually
a lot
didn't roll.
worse.
I just I know exactly what's happening though. All right. You guys are sleeping, sound and slumber. And as we get a picture of everything, the fire is beginning to die out a little bit. Only embers glow lights up the entire surrounding. As there we see Zash completely asleep, his often very colorful and glowing eyes, no matter what color they are, very glowing, being covered up by his eyelids in deep slumber with a little bit of a occasional snore here and there. Same thing with the very large dragonborn lying on the ground, tied up, that if misconstrued would look like he was tied up as a prisoner to a little half elf covered in all black clothing rogue, but with his armor still tied on, because you guys never took off your armor before you tied her to yourself, and I'm guessing unless you said anything, but yeah. So you're still in your armor.
Mhm.
And the silence of the wooded night area is slowly broken by a as I believe it is Jax who notices first, the sound of very large breathing. And then all of a sudden, you're all awoken by the exact roar. This is the best I can describe it. The exact roar of the dinosaur at the end of the first Jurassic Park movie as the Jurassic Park thing falls down. That exact dinosaur roar wakes you all up from your sleep in a terrified heart attack, and I want everyone to go ahead and roll initiative.
Are you fighting a dinosaur?
Yeah.
18. Shit.
18.
7.
16.
7, 16. Alright. You guys look up. Oh, thank God for that, right? 18 was Justin, correct?
Yup.
7 was Jax.
Yep.
18 for Zash. And Myra was 16.
Yep.
And you guys look up as there you guys have only seen in stories and books a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Shit.
It is an actual T-Rex. All right.
T-Rex exists in this world. This is great.
I mean, we just got fucked up by a dire wolf, so
Yeah. But it's still cool.
That's like just some basic Game of Thrones stuff. Like, T-Rexes are real.
I don't watch Game of Thrones, so sorry.
What?
My mom watches it. That's the funny thing. My mom's
Um,
obsessed with it, and I just haven't watched it yet.
So maybe your
Oh
mom
my
should
God,
be playing
it's
this
so
game
good.
because she sounds cooler.
oh my god.
You should really get into it though, like 100% Rachel.
That's fantastic.
However, I would like to not Zash, not Jax. Actually, yeah, Mira would be the only one who would need to do this. I want Mira to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear. Ooh, it's not too bad. 16?
Yep, that is enough. You are not frightened by this giant creature overstanding you. However, he had rolled a 4, so T-Rex. That's interesting. We start with Zash.
So it's just like on us?
Yeah, this music is not right for this. Yeah, it is like right by you guys, and all you see is its ever-present dinosaur face just coming out of the darkness and into the ember glow right in front of you, with just exhale out of its enormous nostrils that pushes the smoke and lights up the embers a little bit brighter, a tiny bit. Yeah, it's a terrifying sight. The music does not sound at all like it, though.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast this dude.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack roll.
That is 23.
23. Okay, so you're standing there. You see this giant, terrifying Tyrannosaurus Rex right in front of you. As the once failed, I love it. As the once failed spell, you remember, you once again incant and release out a huge blast, that this sparkling white energy, sort of like a mix between a fire blast, just the way it moves forward, and a lightning bolt moving forward. This this energy blasts forward as it goes right through the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh, come on. I rolled a 9 for damage.
As you say, oh, come on, that would have done a lot of damage.
You gotta be kidding me.
It is now over to Mira. Mira, what do you do?
Those freaking pixies. Okay. Oh gosh. And it went right through it, right?
Yeah, right through it.
Right through it. I'm gonna call out and I say, "We know it's fake. Please let us get some sleep."
As you hear from the forest, a bunch of little laughs.
Friggin' pixies.
The pixies
Yep.
that were very active. You notice that there were a lot more around you. They just slowly fade off into the forest once more. All right.
That was
You guys-
anticlimactic.
I know. Well,
One of us
that's,
just had to hit it.
that's exactly what the
Figure it out.
music made it seem like. Like, seriously. The music
Foreshadowing music.
now non-existent. It is. And now non-existent. But thank goodness for this blue...
Wasted all those good rolls.
I know. So you guys once again find your slumber and wake to the sun rising and some random birds chirping, a raven here and there. And you guys,
That was a good raven.
thank you, slowly wake up and after a natural awakening, stretch and feel rested. Again, I want everyone to redo all their spells and health and everything like that if you need it.
Haven't used anything.
Could I tether myself out on the rope a little bit to see if it's worn off?
Yes, yes, you are on the ground. In fact, do me a favor. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, natural 20!
Okay, yeah, you're perfectly fine. You were at ground level when it wore off.
Oh my god!
If you were a little bit up in the air, you might have had a sore arm or something like that. But no, you the spell has worn off significantly. In fact, you feel quite a bit better than normal on that, and we'll say that you have just a few extra hit points for that too.
Oh, really?
Temporary, yeah. That was a
Okay,
good one.
how many?
3. 3 temporary hit points for the day.
Yay!
You feel really good after the wear off of that spell. Like, really good. So yeah, you guys look around. Not much glowing creatures anymore. But I believe you guys just have about another half day's journey left.
Let's do it.
Do we ever cook that badger meat?
You guys, if you're asking me,
It was already cooked. It just had to be
yeah,
eaten.
it was
It was
cooked.
leftovers.
Okay.
Did you guys
Right.
ever?
Did we eat it?
Yeah, we'll say that between last night and today, you guys finished off the last 2 portions of that, as well as found whatever fruits and veggies you were able to out in the forest. Yeah, we'll say that there was a good number. But what I was trying to get a gauge of earlier was to who would be your guys' more so designated
Pack meal?
treasurer. Yeah, pack meal for now. Until you guys get a bag of holding. I mean, what?
I'm gonna guess this is gonna be the Dragonborn for now, because you seem the hardiest.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
And you guys continue on your journey for about another half day until you guys are finally out of the woods and there's another plain with a good open clearing. And Zash, I want you to make another survival check for me.
That's a 5.
Okay. Now that the woods have opened up, it's a bit more difficult to tell where you've been and where the path goes. I want both. Yeah, no, you're sort of a little bit lost. Not lost, but you don't know exactly the direction.
Do we have a map? I don't want to say we're lost, but this doesn't look familiar. I swear I take this all the time, but something's different.
Can I check around for scorch marks?
Yep, you can as well. In fact, I want Mira to make a investigation check, and I want both Mira and Jax to make a survival check.
The first one is a 14 on investigation.
Okay.
I got 16
And then
on my survival.
Survival is 12.
Okay. Immediately, Jax is like, well, it's been a pretty straight walk up until this point. I think that if we just continue walking in this direction, we'd be pretty good. And as you guys sort of look over there a little bit more, Mira starts to notice a few more scorch marks on the ground.
Alright, I start walking in that direction.
Yep, I keep following it.
Alright. And slowly and surely, as you guys all, as a group, continue to follow, but this time it is now Jax and Mira leading the pack, as Zash trails behind them. Slowly off in the distance, you guys see, over the hill of this plain, a small town at the bottom of the hill. Bustling, though. Like, from here, you can hear the amount of energy, the amount of livelihood, a little bit of music as well. And as you look closer, it's a docking town. It's made hugely of so many ports. You see some humongous ships that you don't even know how you missed over the hills, because their masts must have peeked over the top of them. And then you see some much smaller little dinghies, little a lot more commonly little small ships that look like they'd be very, very quick and fast out on the seas, and most desirable. You guys slowly start to head your way over to this town, which has a small gate surrounding the outside of it, and a opening, or a small fence around the outside of it, sorry, and then an opening little gate area without a gate itself, but just like a arch, and it says Rum Run Reef on it, on a very, very naval sign with made of what looks like to be, the sign itself was made up of driftwood that washed ashore that someone burnt the words into, and there's a little bit of seaweed hanging over it too, but you feel like that's just for aesthetics. And you guys begin to walk around, and it's the streets are made of a cobblestone that, like, or no, not a cobblestone, but like small man-made bricks of stone here and there, and lots of sand too that fills up the cracks. And you look around.
While we're
go on.
While we're walking around town, can I keep an eye out for anything in Thieves'
Thieves?
just in case?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very smart thinking.
Would that be perception or investigation?
Yep. I will let
Which
you
one?
know then if any thieves' cant is being spoken around.
Anything is spoken, or if I see any writing?
Correct. Right now you don't see very much. In fact, you didn't pay much mind to it, but there was a good bit of like thieves can't graffiti, of course, in Silent Drew.
I kind of assumed that.
Yeah, nothing really too exaggerated or anything like that. A lot of things that were just like,
Well, no matter what I got, I rolled a natural 4, so whatever I got probably isn't enough.
okay. Just you knowing thieves can't. If you overhear it in a conversation, it'll stand out a bit though. So,
Okay.
If thieves can't is spoken, then you will end up probably hearing it.
Okay.
But you guys walk in, and it looks like any other town that many of you have, in fact, all of you have seen. Many of you have traveled a lot throughout your time. But the buildings are all made up of stone, which is a bit rare, and there are many signs that, of course, you'd expect. Things like an inn, things like a blacksmith, things like an armorer, and all sorts of sellers. Miscellaneous shops as well, sort of like thrift shops of the area. And the markets are more so put out toward the entrance of the city from land, but then as you go further, it's more so the food vendors and those kinds of markets, as well as fresh fish, things that the porters are bringing in, and things that are coming in from the docks.
I'm gonna keep my hand on my purse at all times.
Okay. Yep. You are very, very wary just to make sure that nobody tries to steal from you, aka again.
This is a port town.
This is a port town, yes.
I'm going to walk them to wherever we're supposed to be going directly and not take any pit stops or anything because we're already running kind of late.
Okay.
I don't remember what the place is, but that's where we're going.
Okay. I should note that you were expected to be there at about like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's noon right now.
So we're actually early.
Oh, that's surprising.
Well,
I mean, we were knocked out for like a whole night.
What would you guys like to do then? Just still head where you were going?
It's up to you guys. I've been here half a dozen times. I got nothing to see.
I mean, I'd kind of like to know where we're going, just to make sure it's safe.
Alright.
Scope the joint.
Jax, what do you think?
Sure. Yeah, let's go scope it out.
Alright. So you guys decide to take a look then? Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Zash leads you to, again, it's more so like an angle, like where you guys came in. It was at the corner of a lot of the shops. You could see shops off to the left, shops off to the right. You guys followed down to the left and made a right at the very end of it, which led you to the port, which had many different docks that, again, some giant ships were at, some very small ships were at. Some of them were really long, some of them were really short. But as you guys made your way down, they had an apparent age to them. A lot of these docks got a bit more water damaged and a little bit rotten as you went. Most of them were still in use, but then you guys finally come to one which actually has a big wharf type thing on it, like a building on the water, which was mainly used to house the boats that were under construction, things like that. But it has a little lock around the outside of it, and that's where Zash usually meets them, and he leads you guys to, across the street, a small little, like a diner. It's a little diner across the street of it. You guys take a window seat so that you guys can clearly see it, and take seats while people are walking around, and the servers have noticed you, but no one's approached you yet.
Rude.
Can I Can I scan around the diner to see if there's any thieves' cant written on anything?
Yes, you may. As you look around, everything, is written in common, which is a little bit unexpected, considering that, like you said, it's a shipping town. There are a lot of people coming in from all over the world, but who knows? That could also be to accommodate sort of everyone the best that they could. But the menu right in front of you is written in Thieves' Cant. You have not seen any graffiti or anything like that around this town. It's actually like a relatively nice shipping town. Not much graffiti around the outside. You have seen a guard here and there, but no guards that like stopped you on your way in. They're not too worried about that as much as Silent Drew was, or Warkey, which is where you came from before that.
It's weird. I look at the menu.
You look at the menu.
I don't know what else to do.
So many people come through this town. They don't pay anyone any mind. At least not that I've seen. I don't know what you're so paranoid about, but then again, you always are, it seems.
At this point, a woman who had just walked away from a table behind Mira. At this point, Mira sitting opposite Jax and Zash, who have their back sort of to the port, which is more so at an angle off to Mira's front left, their back right. Behind Mira, on her side in the diner itself, comes up a lady and she goes, "May I help you today? Is there anything that you guys would like to get? Any food or drinks?"
Do you have any specials?
Yes, today we have a soup special, which is clam chowder soup. And we also have, well, it's like a little roasted pheasant type thing.
Did you say roasted? I'll have that.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. One for the roasted pheasant thing?
I'll have soup.
Clam chowder?
Yep.
Perfect. And you, miss?
I guess I'll have the pheasant.
Very nice. That will be just a few
Can I have mine
minutes.
blackened?
Yes, you may.
Thanks.
So she walks off. She takes, the little paper menus that you guys had.
Seems like a strange place to pick up your package from.
Do I tell you how to do your business?
I love it, Justin.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the perfect place. It's in a nice-ish area. So, I mean,
With a lot of eyes.
not many.
Seemed like a shady
Not many
dude.
guards, though.
He tried to talk me out of this, saying it was going to be shady, and here we are. This nice looking town, surrounded by
Well,
people.
there aren't that many guards from what I can see. So, I mean,
To be
Not me.
fair,
That's-
Zash
wow.
never told you guys that the place that you guys were going to was really shady. But, the dock that you guys are looking at, the building that's locked up, you haven't seen anyone go anywhere near it. You guys haven't, in fact, nobody's really paid you any mind at all in this town as you guys have been walking around a little bit, which is intriguing because, of course, one of you is a fire genasi with completely ashen skin, and the other one is a dragonborn, which to most towns would be a bit surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it you might tail it off to people having seen so much being travelers. Some of it you might pay mind to that people are in town for business and doing their own thing, so they're not really paying attention to anyone else. But it's still unusually, well, uncommon for them.
I already told you, this is a port town. People come and go as they please. The abnormal here is normal. Trust me, we're fine.
Take your word for it.
It should really be a mug if this series gets up and going.
Yeah, normal is normal. Yeah.
Can I just take another sweep around the room, just looking around, trying to see if anybody's looking at us or anything like that? Just anything slightly out of the ordinary.
Roll a perception.
Guys, I'm paranoid as fuck. 6.
You see nothing.
You're so easily distracted by fairy dust, but you're paranoid of everything else.
Well, I was paranoid of the fairy dust, so that's why I
She
went to go
was.
check it.
But,
I went to go
That's
check
true.
it because I'm like, I don't know what it is.
but her wisdom was overshadowed by her curiosity.
Yeah.
It's all up to the fate of the dice, peoples. But yeah, you don't see anything. Everyone seems super nice. Everyone has smiles, or they're just like really quick in and out, there to get food.
Honestly, I find this town sickeningly innocent. That's why I try to get in and get out.
I love it here.
You would.
All right, now as you guys watch, it's still about another hour and a half until 2 in the afternoon.
Has the waitress come by with her food yet?
No.
Okay.
By the time it took you guys to walk, you guys have just had these discussions. She walked away like literally real time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you guys are still sitting there and watching this place, and I want Mira to roll another perception.
Oh, 3.
Okay. You guys are still sitting there. You guys are waiting on your food. And then your food finally comes. And as you guys had ordered, there is one roasted pheasant thing, one charred roasted pheasant thing, and one clam chowder soup.
Fantastic.
It's not charred enough, but I just flick it real quick and, singe the skin.
You
It's no
char
big
it
deal.
even further. It is completely just, it looks like charcoal at this point to you guys. And Mira, who was very appetized by the look of her pheasant type thing, is now second guessing it just a tad bit. But really, what overpowers your guys' appetite is that the moment that the food came out, there was the strong odor of clams.
Nice.
Yeah, very strong.
What is
Very
that?
Start spooning the soup into my mouth.
Very happy that Dragonborn starts to just shovel, and you eat it. It is delicious. Yep, you really like
I
it.
start eating my pheasant.
You guys start munching on your foods. Once it finally comes to an end, the waitress walks back up to you guys and goes, "How was everything?"
Delicious. Loved it.
It was lovely. I actually have a bit of a question for you.
Yeah.
Just curious, some friends of mine might have passed through town. Do you know anyone by the name Miller that might have come through here?
Miller. I can't say I have myself ever met a Miller. Yeah, I'm sorry, but there are so many people that I see like every day. I'm sorry that I don't
No,
can't
it's
think of your
quite
friends
alright.
right off the bat.
It's quite alright.
Okay. If ever
It is a
there's
pretty common name, but,
really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if ever your friends come in and ask for you, what can I say your name is so that I can get you guys in touch?
They'd be looking for a Helder.
Helger?
Helder. With a D.
Helder. Okay, I'll pass that along. In the meantime, though, here is your guys' check as she hands down a little slip of paper with the exact amounts of everything that you guys got, and the total comes out to be about 13 silver pieces.
You're gonna cover this, right, Princess? You're so good with giving money away.
I'll pay for my portion, you pay for yours.
Alright, just thought I'd check.
How much was one of the pheasants?
One of the pheasants was 5.
Okay.
You guys just all to your portion.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys all pay your portion and give her 13 silver pieces, and she goes, "Oh, okay, Elder," and just walks away.
Did you expect a tip or something?
And you guys realize that, yeah, in this world it is customary to tip.
Oh, I thought this was like Europe.
It's also customary to blacken a pheasant when asked for a blackened pheasant, so...
Oh gosh. So, you guys walk out of the restaurant, and you now realize that the chain lock on the door is open, and there's a small crack in the door in the port home across the street. Port building.
Like a human-sized crack?
Nope, the door, as in the door had been opened and is now, like, just slightly ajar. But, yeah.
But we're in the location that, like, our deal's going down, right? Like, this diner is
It's
where...
in not the diner. It's in the
Oh.
building across the street.
Oh,
That
okay.
you guys sort of staked it out beforehand because Mira and you wanted to see it ahead of.
Gotcha.
Well, lead the way, Zash.
This is a bit unusual, I'll admit.
Door being open?
Yeah.
Where do you normally pick up?
Well, no, this is normal, but it's usually just open.
To be fair,
Oh.
it is usually yeah, most of the time Zash is the one who picks the lock, goes inside, and waits. And it's early. It's ahead of schedule.
Shit. I'm gonna go walk over there.
Okay. I
Wait,
shouldn't say pick the lock. You have a key, Zash.
Yeah.
should we have
I-
Zash go
I was
over
gonna say, I don't really
since
pick
how
locks.
they know him?
Can I... Well, I'm just gonna take a look at the lock and see if it's been picked, or if it's been opened with a key.
But it's cracked open. They could potentially notice you.
Well, I'm just
I would
checking the
assume it's
lock.
cracked because it's not like the door isn't unlocked. They just like shimmied through, like it's something small that shimmied through, right?
No, like the two. It was a double door. They were chained together and locked. The lock is now open, and the chain is hanging off one of the doors, and the other door has like a crack open, like it had been opened all the way and then closed, but it hasn't been.
Oh, okay. I thought it was still locked,
Yeah.
like we wouldn't fit.
Nope.
Yeah,
Right.
no, I'm gonna
Okay.
check the lock and see if it's been either picked or has someone used a key on it.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Oh my god. 6.
6. You sneak up to the lock, and you start taking a look at it. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Oh, that's a natural 19 plus 4, so 23.
Nice. What are Zash and Jax doing?
I'm watching
Just
her do it because I don't know what's gonna
Hanging
happen.
out nearby. I'm not gonna
Across
sacrifice
the
my life for
street,
her.
or
Yeah, I'm still in the diner,
in the
looking my
diner?
bowl clean.
Gotcha.
Oh no, I thought we were over there.
Well, I thought we had a visual from the window. I thought she was just heading over
It's
to
all up to
scope
you
it out.
guys. You guys gotta like decide what you do and let me know.
It sounded like we were over there and saw that the door was ajar.
I thought we saw
Like
it
I
from
went
where we
to
were
unlock it and it
because
was already unlocked.
we were staking it out from where we were, right? So we had a visual on the door.
Well, no, because I would say that Jax and Zash had their backs to it a bit, so it would be once you guys got up and left. Because Mira admittedly did not see the person entering, the humanoid entering it, because of her
My
perception check.
shitty rolls.
Yeah.
Right.
So we picked the worst place to stake this place out, basically. None of us have a
no,
visual.
it was just I was the only one actively looking, and I was the one.
And you guys
Who-
did
I
not
mean, yeah, in our
expect
defense, the food was really good.
And you guys didn't
Yeah, it
expect
was.
anything yet.
I mean, it was a good pheasant.
Yeah.
Pheasant-like food.
All right, then I'm leaning against the diner, watching her do this.
Okay.
I'm up
Was
there
that-
with her, but like around the corner, kind of like keeping an eye out.
Okay. And Mira, you got 19.
19 plus 4, so 23.
Oh, wow. Okay. You begin to look at this lock. You don't see any obvious signs of scratches or anything like that. It looks as though there was probably a key that opened it. And what are you doing there? All of a sudden, the door slams open. The half-ajar door slams open, and there's this big half-ogre, like, right up in your face. He's like, what are you doing here? And gets really mad at you.
Zash.
As you say that, he looks up, and yeah, he notices Zash peering around the corner. He's like, oh, it's you. Who's this? As he points down to Mira, but doesn't really.
She's just a hired help. Don't worry about her.
I just nonchalantly walk up behind Mira.
You walk
Oh,
up
so
past-
is he.
Once you pass Ash, he goes up. So is he. And as you walk up, a dragonborn, he's like, all right, get in. And he ushers you guys into the building. Once you guys are inside, it is. You hear the constant swaying of the waves on the thing itself, and it's just echoing. Once you get inside, it's like the middle is taken out, like it's two docks together with a back panel along the outer wall. And by the way, it's like a. Let's see if I can sort of. Like it has a wall, and then it's sort of like a warehouse type entrance thing with like a dock that goes along the side of it.
So it's like a warehouse with like boat entry.
So yeah, once you guys get into it, you guys can see that it's like the warehouse, and the squiggles are the dock that you guys walked up, and over here is the doors and stuff like that. And then once you get inside, you realize that there's more docks that go around the inside and docks that go along the middle, and then there's like open part with water there, and there's a small outer entrance that some smaller boats can go into, but it also has an upper level that can be open for larger boats to be constructed on or fixed up in this port, and it has like raising thing underneath it. But you guys go in, it's very dark, no natural light getting in, only from the cracks in the wood that have accumulated over time from wear and tear. And just the constant creaking sound of the wood which has stood for a long time, constantly continuing to be hit by wave after wave. He goes, where the hell have you been, Zash? Jesus Christ. Or no, he wouldn't say that because he doesn't know what Jesus Christ is. He goes, where the hell have you been, Zash? My goodness.
What did I do? We're here early.
No, you're not. You're here practically a day late. And it sort of dawns on you that you guys were not unconscious throughout the night. You guys were knocked unconscious for a day and a night.
Oh no. Under my breath, I say, I.
Why haven't calendars been invented yet?
Well, they could have been, but you guys never asked anyone, first off. You
Never
guys
would
are
have
probably
happened if we
keeping
had
track of the day.
smartphones.
In fact, I could tell you that it is the month of Toss. No, the month of shit.
You don't even know what day it is.
That's a good one. The month of Chess. CHES. We're gonna say it's probably the first of chess.
Well, I can explain. See, he looks back at his party and realizes that he has to come clean now.
And he just looks at you and
Thinks
goes,
about it for a second. Okay, so we ran into a dire wolf, and my friends here that, well, I wouldn't call them friends, but the people traveling with me couldn't handle the wolf on their own. So I tried to step in, and suddenly these pixies popped up and put us all to sleep. I could have done it on my own. I didn't have any control over the situation, but truth be told, I didn't know how long we'd been asleep. So when we finally woke up, it seemed like it had only been a night. And so we continued traveling as if, no time had been lost. And suddenly we were here. I wasn't going to talk to anyone because, I was in a hurry, let's be honest. I didn't know anything was wrong. So I'm sorry. I blame these two, honestly.
Wow.
The dire wolf was no problem for me, but I had to protect them, you see? That's why I always travel alone.
Make a persuasion check for me.
That's a 6.
He just goes, whatever. Are you still gonna do your job or not?
What do you think I'm here for?
Fine. As he opens up a little carrier pouch which he had on his side, and takes out clear glass potion vials, which have a dark black liquid inside, and begins to hand them over to Zash as you guys watch. He goes, here, and starts hand over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vials. He goes, you know what to do with these.
Can I do like a Arcana check? Even though I'm
Can I see if I can see what it
probably
is?
not right up on him.
Let's just see. Yeah, we'll say Arcana check. Both of you try Arcana check. Yeah.
Damn it.
15?
Natural 1.
I'm not the only one tonight.
Jax, you think that they look delicious.
Oh, yeah,
Oh no.
Yeah, they probably taste really good, you think.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all. And 15? Myra, they're probably bad. They're most likely bad. You should not drink these at any point.
Yeah. I look up at it was a half ogre?
Yep.
Was he?
Yep.
I look up and say, I like to know who I work with. Do you go by any certain titles or names?
He looks you up and down. Just goes, yeah. And then he leaves.
I walk away.
Alright. He walks
I
out
like
the
that
door.
guy.
You just look at them like, what? Okay, and then you also walk out, and you guys.
I ask Zash. I ask you, do you know his name?
Honestly, I never thought to ask.
Yeah, and
Of course you didn't.
he's telling the truth. He's never asked, but at the same time, the guy never tells it. Never told anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Princess, I don't know your name either.
That's true.
What?
Yeah, have we ever like properly introduced ourselves? Because we know
You
his
never
name from the
introduced
flyer.
yourself to Zash, but you guys know Zash. Sorry for the hiccups. You guys know Zash's name because of the flyer.
Yeah. I never asked.
What a trustworthy guy, you know?
Do you want to know our names? Or do you not want to get attached?
Sure. Just so I know what to put on your tombstones after I've outlived you.
Oh my god.
That was a joke. I'm sorry. I shouldn't joke about Jess since you already almost died.
No,
cool.
it's fine. It's
He
fine.
says it, and it's sort of like salt in the wounds. Like, yeah, we weren't strong enough to fight that thing.
Yeah, I
It was
reach
more
up
or
and,
less
you know,
knowing that
touch
you
my
wouldn't have known.
scar on my neck. Just to...
Well, my name's Mira. If that means anything.
Mira, okay?
Jax.
I might remember that. It's pretty easy. What about you, Wings?
First of all, I don't have wings.
I know, that's the joke.
Well, dick move. Name's Jax.
Jax, okay. That's even easier. I like that.
So you guys finally introduce yourself, and you guys begin back on the journey of traveling back to Silent Root.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I say to Zash, do you think we should all hold at least one of these, just in case you trip or something attacks you, so if one breaks, not all of them break?
I would love to taste one.
Don't give one to Jax.
That's not the question. If you sabotage this job, I will kill you.
I'm not going to sabotage the job.
I mean, if we don't pick them all back, we're all screwed anyway, but I guess it doesn't hurt to separate them out.
So all take. I'm guessing it's 2 to Mira, 2 to Zash, and 1 to Jax.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and everyone mark or make note of that.
Black liquid.
I don't know if I can... If I can, like, add... Like, create an item on here.
So you guys travel for a couple of days again. At first, you know, a couple days go by again. You come across the pixies. Yeah.
During one point in the night,
Okay.
when everybody else is sleeping, can I go
First
off? Yeah, the first night.
Okay.
Can I go off, uncork one of the vials, and just put a drop of it onto the ground and see what happens?
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check. What's your guys' passive perceptions?
11.
It doesn't matter!
10.
I rolled a 1.
Oh wow.
And
So yeah, they both wake up while you're trying to sneak off, and they're like, "What are you doing?"
I have to go to the bathroom, guys. Can you not give a lady some privacy?
Keep an eye out for that dire wolf. I'll go back to bed.
I'll yell out if I see it.
I just don't care.
Okay. Your secret is safe with his indifference.
I probably turned over, went back to sleep.
All right. So
Yeah, I'm gonna.
you go check and you drop it
A little-
onto a small little area of vegetation,
Hmm.
and you watch and nothing happens.
Okay. Can I see if there are any small animals in the vicinity?
My God.
Make a perception check.
I need to know. That's 15.
15. You see another badger. Another badger.
That's
Very
something
can I
against
try?
badgers.
Yeah.
Can I try and coax it over?
Animal handling check, please.
Oh, that's a 4.
Yeah, no, it's not coming. It starts to scamper off in the opposite direction.
Crap. Can I look for another animal?
Yeah, you see some trees up in, or some birds up in some trees that are like sort of sleeping in this night. You see like a ferret or two run around the forest floor.
I want to catch a ferret.
I know, right?
Do I know like what type of magic fairies have?
Pixies?
Yeah, what type of magic they have? Like if I know any specific types of magic that they might have?
You do know from your check earlier that they're Fae. All their magic comes from their Fae ancestry. But that's
Well, my question would probably be: do they know like anything to like identify an object or check and see if an object is magic?
roll an Arcana check.
Natural 20.
You know that they don't.
Drat. I'll look for another small animal that I can get to.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say in the process of the night and your determination to finally catch something, you do catch a little mouse at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna try and open up its little mouth and put a tiny little drop of the liquid in.
Okay. Animal handling, actually.
Like, oh, this one isn't too bad. 16.
Okay, yeah. You get it to open up its mouth, and you take a small drop of liquid and put it in its mouth. As you're surprised that the mouse actually opens up its mouth, considering that you didn't even entice it with any cheese or anything like that. It finally opens up its mouth, and the mouse that you just caught, which was scurrying across the forest floor, trying to scurry out of your hands, just goes motionless
Oh god, I knew it.
and does not scurry anymore.
Can I check for a pulse?
On a mouse, that would be another animal handling.
19, so that's a 20 with modifier.
Surprisingly enough, you know exactly where to look for a pulse on a mouse. There isn't one.
Oh no. Okay. I dig a little hole, put the mouse in it, and I say a little prayer of sorry.
By the way, with your religion, I
I
don't know
don't
if
have
ever
one,
told
but
you
I'm just
this.
kind of
Yeah.
calling out to the world.
Gotcha. Out to the world,
Sorry.
out to nature, and as a paladin, Brandon, Jax is a follower of the Lord of the Light.
That
I don't know
makes
if I ever
sense.
told you that. Yeah.
No. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you say a little prayer to nature, to the Fae spirits all around you, and to the life which this mouse came from, as you now, having taken its life, put this motionless mouse into the ground.
And with the knowledge of knowing that this is probably a very deadly poison that we have. So I'm gonna
At least to
go
mice.
back.
Who knows? It might be
Could just
a
be a mouse
very
poison,
strong
you don't know.
pesticide.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna go back to the camp and try and fall asleep.
The next day, you guys travel. Throughout that day, you guys once again go past that cabin in the woods. It has no
we wanna
relevance
check
to
it?
the movie. Just saying.
Do we want to check it, or do we want to keep going?
Is it rest time?
Not really. You guys meet it more so at the beginning of the day. You guys still have another day and a half journey ahead of you.
I guess we can stop by and see if there's any change.
Yeah.
But
As you guys,
I'm not sure Zash would personally care. It's just a suggestion.
We
I was
can
told
see
you
if,
found
like-
nothing, so
True.
Throughout the process, you guys look up and everything looks exactly the same.
Food's still in the same place.
Exactly. Yeah, nothing's moved.
Okay. It's kind of worrying.
Not our problem.
I wouldn't know. I
Yeah,
know
let's-
nothing.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Alright, you guys keep on going. It is now the next night. You guys once again make camp in the first area where you guys had intended to make camp at. And I want everyone to roll a perception check.
12.
8.
18.
18. So Zash is the one who notices that there's a fire off in the distance.
Oh, I would notice a fire.
Yeah. You see some smoke, just slightly darker than the clouds that are covering up the, again, just a few days ago, clear sky. The clouds that are very quickly moving across it. And you see the change in hue as the smoke rises up from beyond the trees in the distance. And you can see a small flickering from between the trees themselves. But you guys, again, have just set up camp. You have your own fire going, and you all have a camp, your bed set up around the campfire at your place.
Does anyone want to see what that is, or do we want to just stay to ourselves?
Well, I'm guessing then that it's up to you, though, Zash. Do you point it out to the
yeah.
Mira
Do you point it
and
out to us?
Jax?
I mean, I feel like he'd mention it. Like, he's not a total liar. He just might not actually care to go help.
Okay.
But he'd still let them know.
He mentions, he's like, yeah, there's a campfire over there.
Want to keep our distance?
I don't imagine a fresh fire is very safe. But I'm also not one to shy away from danger.
Is it a campfire or like?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys get the sense it's not like a raging forest fire. It doesn't seem like.
Okay. I'm fine with keeping our distance from random people.
What do you say, Princess? You wanna stealth up there?
I think I would rather keep our distance, and if they come to us, we have more of an advantage.
Should probably have somebody
We'll
take
know.
watch or alternate taking watch throughout the night.
Probably be a good idea.
All right.
Okay. Who's taking first watch?
I will.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
10.
You don't notice anything really. Who's got second check?
I'll take it.
You'll take it. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Ooh, not too bad. 18.
18. You see a lot more badgers. So that's it.
They're out to get me.
Yeah.
You're
Tuned in with
mortal
this badger
enemy.
A
perception.
few more Fae, even though it was more so off in the other area of the forest that you found them. You notice a few more Fae move around here and there, but that's it. And
I try and wave. Hello.
You
Try and be friendly to the Fae.
when you do that, you'll hear occasional, and then they just sort of disappear off. And then did you guys do 2 watches or 3?
Probably 3.
I would
Probably
think so.
3.
This way, everybody gets 3 hours, and it only takes about 11 hours or 12. So on your watch, go ahead and make a perception check, Justin.
20.
Zash notices
Nice.
nothing either. That is it. Is the end of the night. You guys all wake up. Oh, well, Zash probably wakes you up once you two are done sleeping. And Zash did see it as the sun began to rise. There would still be occasional smoke coming up from the area where you guys saw the bonfire, but no new
Oh, and I lost my 10
life
hit
to the
points.
fire. Or everyone gains their health back and their spells. And yeah,
And the fire's still burning.
there's no new light to the fire. It's like it's very faint smoke coming up from that area now.
Alright. Wanna keep going?
Best do. We don't want to get into danger with this precious cargo on board.
As you guys continue on for your last half day's journey, you guys once again come to Silent Drew, and once again come out of the woods to a nice sunny clearing until it is once again overshadowed by the 2 mountain edges which cover up Silent Drew in its entirety. You guys once again walk into town, once again greet the same exact guards who bid you good day when you had originally left. And now, make your way back into town, where it was that you originally planned to go to in order to drop off this precious cargo that you just picked up. Having learned a good bit about each other along the way.
Like our names.
Yeah. That was a
Pretty
really
much
good
just
start.
that, actually.
I'm glad that we finally got to that in this episode. I didn't even think of that. Having gotten a good bit more information about each other, sort of connecting with each other a little bit, but also sort of still being very wary, some of you. Not just with each other, but with everything around. You know that you're not exactly in the clearing right now, that you're not necessarily out of the woods, as it were, but you are, in fact, just beginning a very long journey, which has many, many twists in the road ahead of you.
And badgers.
And badgers.
So many badgers.
So many badgers.
And a single dire wolf. You guys gained no XP this entire day. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't remember me.
I'm sorry, guys.
We did kill the badger, though. We did kill
You
the badger.
did kill a badger. Does it give you anything?
Hell
Who's
yeah.
the one who killed it?
Mira, I think.
Didn't it just sacrifice itself after we sucked at hitting it so much?
No, because I got an attack opportunity as it ran away. So yeah, I did
I
end
think it
up
was a
killing
mercy
it.
killing.
And I skinned its
She
belt and I have
also
a
killed
badger
a
belt that I
mouse.
can
Gains
sell.
10 XP. We will say that Zash also gains 10
I did
XP
kill a
with
mouse
the-
too.
Oh, we'll say that's 5.
Wait.
Oh, so I got
for a
I got
friend's
15
badger,
XP.
But each of those guys was 33 total.
We only killed one.
Each of
Oh,
those,
right.
We only killed
Each
one.
Each of those
No, we
guys
got
was
credit for all of
20
them, though.
XP. 25 XP. Jesus. Each
So-
guy was 25 XP. There were 4 of them. That was 100 XP divided by 3 people is 33 a person.
Oh,
We defeated them in a way.
I thought we got the
So I-
total.
I
Like we
gained-
each got the total.
So I gained
Yeah.
15
No.
XP for beating a badger and a mouse.
I'm pretty sure it's divided up per person. Because it's the same thing. If one person were to defeat a dragon versus 4 people defeating a dragon, they get a quarter of the XP that gives. I can double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Well, that's lame.
Well, then again, you guys only did kill one of them. And if
Yeah.
we're doing that, then it was really only Brandon that got the XP for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, if I'm not getting XP from the badger or the mouse,
Well, y'all don't know about the mouse. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know it's poison
that's true.
or some sort of harmful liquid.
I still find it delicious. I don't know.
I just want to level up. My skills are weak.
I know I have no real magic until
You
second
guys will
level.
get there. I thought that the battle would be good for you guys this one, but I was wrong.
If we had our bar,
We needed the bard. We needed our bard.
We had a full party.
Or you guys, you guys might want to look into buying some minor health potions. I don't know if I told you, but each and every one of you
I
has
totally
one
mentioned
minor
that.
health
I got
potion.
shut down.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry
I did
about
not know that.
We have what?
What is a minor?
that. One minor health potion. 1d4 plus 4 is a minor health potion.
Okay. But also, it killed us in one hit, or killed you guys in one hit each, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered.
But as Jax's bonus action, he could have healed up Myra.
Whoa! I asked if my lay on hands was. Oh wait, with my.
He didn't
potion,
ask if
It was
though.
an action,
right.
and then you decide not to use it. You attack.
Yeah,
her.
because she survived her first death save, so I
Saving
figured
throw.
I'd try and So I assumed I would try and take the thing out before he attacked her, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
So I guess
still-
our next step
He was
would...
still like, after that hit, before that hit, he was 17 hit points away. But before we continue on with this discussion a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. And that is it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did watch either on Twitch Live, which there were a few very awesome people who know the group who ended up doing that, as well as if you watched it on YouTube, thank you so much for watching this. I will try my best to get this uploaded very soon on my YouTube channel. But again, the Twitch channel, which you can find it at every single Monday at 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock-ish every Monday, is www.twitch.tv/TheMajesticGamin, GAMIN, no G, as well as the YouTube is TheMajestic, which you can find the link to in many places, as well as you can find just by searching TheMajestic, all one word, on YouTube. But, yeah. Anything else anyone wants to say before we cut it?
No, I really need to
Good
pee.
night.
All right. Good night, guys.